inevitably wanting to try out and see what Pathfinder Druid has to offer, and not too impressed so far on Hannah's side, which is a completely fair reaction. You came down to the basement. I've fucking forgotten the one NPC I've played so far. Tamale, I think's her name.
Yeah.
Tamale, who's vaguely in charge of the Ma fishery under Seaspray, has offered you 10 gold pieces each to deal with whatever is messing with the fish stores. Came downstairs, had a look around. Penelope did some great investigating, found a little shimmery green blue scale. I've kept that in mind. Fought some giant rats, had an interesting little combat encounter there, and you now find yourselves staring down a 10-foot cliff. So not very tall, but just here, where you can see on the map, this is an immediate drop-off, a vertical drop of 10 feet. If you jump down, you will take falling damage, so you're going to want to try and climb down. Or whatever you like. What would you like to do? This is a cliff.
Let's have a look at the inventory, shall we?
Armitage would pick up one of the rats, and he's like, "Yeah, killed the rats. Done, yeah." And he looks around.
Excellent work.
Rats don't usually have scales, though.
He looks at the rat. Do they have scales?
You can see they do not have any scales. It's just a very large, smelly rat.
Sniffs it.
Have you ever seen a rat with scales, Armitage?
Can he do the devious knowledge thing?
Yeah, you do a nature check. This will be a recall knowledge action. I'd also like a perception roll for you sniffing the rat. What do we got? A 9. You've heard of rats that can swim powerfully through the sewers, and fish have scales, so it would make sense that the swimming rats should have scales somewhere.
Yes.
Do tell me. I'm quite curious. My listeners would be more than happy to hear about a rat with scales.
Oh, yeah, you know, you swim, yeah, and in the sewer. I mean, yeah, I caught one. My dad was like, "That's not a rat," and I was like, "It is."
Was it a fish?
Yeah, it had scales.
Penelope's furiously taking notes.
Where is perception under?
Oh, it's on the right of your sheet. It's because it's near the initiative thing.
Where the fuck is it? Details? Feats?
It's not in your normal skills. No, it'll be on your first screen. Character, under the conditions on the right. So under hit points, under conditions, you see perception.
Oh yeah,
and you
perceive.
Click perceive, yeah.
14. This rat smells really bad. Worse than the previous rat you've inspected from the sewers and so on. It smells off. Something's bad about this rat.
He sniffs it again. He's like, "Bad fish," and like throws it down the cliff. And he gets out his climbing kit.
Oh, very good.
Climb down.
Excellent. Does the climbing kit have any description to it? So begins Tom's archive.
This satchel has 50 foot of rope, pulleys, picks, a hammer, grappling hook.
Oh my god!
Crampons. Attach yourself to the wall you're climbing.
Oh my god! So you're kitted out to the fucking extremes.
That's like his thing.
Yeah, make an athletics check for me, please. But the DC is heavily lowered for you. Oh yeah, without issue, and swiftly Armitage, like, almost vertically walks down the side of the cliff. and stands next to the body of the rat he's just thrown down and slightly splattered on the floor.
He looks at the rat and he's like, "There's a rat down here." He'd leave the climbing kit in place so people can climb down.
Okay, so there is rope in place.
Yeah. Can I climb down and use it?
Yeah, athletics check, please.
Oh, it closed.
And if anybody else is doing the same, give me athletics.
Yeah, I'll do it as well. Might as well.
Cool.
Athletics.
Ooh, Cesri.
I am not very good at athletics.
Me neither, I got minus one.
Did you figure out how to change things to non-GM roles?
Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. I kept logging on and being like, there's something I'm meant to be doing. Ooh, nat 20, a critical success.
Down to a 19 with my -1.
I think Penelope, with her adventuring, daring style, does a proper, like, Indiana Jones, like, sliding down the rope,
Oh, yes,
turning
yes.
round it on the way down, and just skids in the dust at the bottom, coming to a perfect stop.
She just says into the
let's see.
crystal, is just saying, if anyone could have seen that, it would have been described as quite badass.
Murgatroyd, you make it halfway down. I need another athletics check for you. That was only a success. And Cesri, you got a failure. Just a normal failure. You kind of struggle, and you find as you go over, your footing like slips, and you get a bit scared, and you're still stuck at the top of the rope at the moment. Oh, Murgatroyd. So thanks to
Yeah, I, by the way, figured I wasn't going to get a chance to use my own intestines. Do I get maybe advantage because they're actually attached to me?
Okay, do I get advantage for having intestines?
No. Do I get advantage for using ropes that have a natural harness?
So advantage in Pathfinder is a lot rarer to come by. Usually when you have extra things that affect a situation, you get flat bonuses, like a +1, a +2, or what have you. I will keep that in mind for your roll. It is still a normal failure, which doesn't make any... you don't have a critical failure, you don't fall off. So I need you to make one last athletics check to get down. Cesri, if you keep wanting to try the rope, I just need another athletics check, please.
What? No, I think she's just like looking down and holding on to the rope at the top and like, I wasn't expecting climbing. Do any of the wild shape forms, do they have climbing? Is that climbing a thing in Pathfinder?
Well, remember at level 1, you only have pest form.
Yeah, but somebody must have climbing, right?
Quite possibly. Let's have a look at pest form. Pest form. You transform into the battle form of a tiny animal, such as a cat, insect, lizard, or rat. You can decide the specific type of animal. This has no effect on the form's size or statistics. You gain the animal trait. You can dismiss the spell whenever you like. You get a pretty chunky AC, speed of 20. You get a weakness to physical damage. Low light vision, imprecise scent, 30 feet.
Oh, I found it, by the way.
You get a bad athletics modifier, but I will say, as it's only a 10-foot jump down, if you wanted to pest form and use your acrobatics instead, you get a +10 acrobatics modifier. So you could do a sweet little flip if you want.
I found the whisper thing.
Oh, yep.
To the left of where it says character, there's a little, like, blob. And if you highlight over it, it says whisper rolls to GM for me. So I'm assuming if you press it for Hannah, it might change that. Yeah, if I press it.
Yeah. I just clicked it, yeah. It's like a little speech bubble, but tiny.
Yeah.
Next to the button for the character tab on your character sheet.
It's really
I've just
small.
clicked it for you, Hannah, so hopefully that should work now.
Okay. No, I don't want to waste. I only get up 1 minute, so I'm not gonna waste it. We'll just do another. Yeah.
Cool.
Hey.
These Armitage and Penelope, you're just looking up at these two completely faffing about with the rope and making a real pig's ear of what's going on.
Can I try and catch her if she's fallen?
Yeah, you could stand at the bottom and be ready to catch. I'd give that another +1.
It's just says catch bad at climbing.
So yeah, I need
This guy is.
1 more from Murgatroyd, 1 more from Cesri. You got to get down this rope. Athletics, please. Okay, Cesri, you're halfway down the rope now. 1 last one. Didn't expect quite as much trouble with this. And then Murgatroyd. Hey, perfect. With that, you actually critically succeed. So you have a little flourish at the end. Cesri, it's up to you whether you'd fall into Penelope's arms or just walk off by yourself. And Murgatroyd, you make it down to the bottom as well.
Towards my arms so we
She
can.
definitely puts in your arms.
Yes,
I'm doing
let's
it.
start shipping our characters.
And everyone, for overcoming this obstacle, gets 10 XP.
Nice.
Increase your XP to 90. Okay.
900.
So, blah blah blah. There is little of immediate interest in this tunnel. Anyone who looks can see, clear to all, a trail in the dust and grime. Creatures have come this way in the recent past. Moisture and time have obscured any real details, such as footprints, but there is a general disturbance of the dust and grime leading down ahead of you. You have a number of mushrooms. These are mushroom caps you're seeing from a bird's eye view over here. Looks like the dank moisture here has allowed some growth of shrooms. But ahead of you...
Did you say there was footprints?
No, there doesn't seem to be any evidence of footprints, but you can see a clear disturbance in the dirt leading down ahead of you.
What kind of disturbance, if not footprints?
Like the area in the middle of the path looks
like
to be
worn.
Exactly, yeah.
Moment to
And
be
apart
seen.
from that, as
That
you
way.
can, yeah, it like leads off going down further ahead, and all your. I'll get rid of the reminders now.
Can I see if there is any potential for traps along this path? This seems.
Yep. So you want to be searching as you move forward?
Yeah, and I also, because I've got Trap Finder.
Ooh, what does that do?
You have an intuitive sense that alerts you to the dangers of the presence of traps. You gain a +1 circumstance bonus to perception checks to find traps, to AC against and made traps, and saves against traps. Even if you aren't searching, you get a check to find traps that normally require you to be searching. You still need to meet any other requirements to find the trap. So I don't know if there's anything good I can do instead of searching, because I already get a check for it.
You could do your scouting that you were doing before, guaranteeing a +1 to initiative on the next combat encounter.
Let's do that, I reckon.
Sounds good.
Where was that? Scout? Is it called Scout?
I think so. Should be. It's exploration activities.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, you're right. Scout, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. Am I
Very
meant
cool.
to see anything on this map, by the way? I can only see like the bottom of the cliff and that's it.
So there was light in the previous chamber from a lantern hung on the ceiling. Down here and ahead of you, there is no source of light. So any of you who have dark vision, I know Armitage does, are fine. But the rest of you may need to light a torch.
Do I have a torch? Yeah, I do have a torch. I will light up a torch.
Perfect.
Please. Let me get rid of
put
that.
some light on you.
Do cats not have dark vision in this game? Yeah.
I will have a quick look. I think we did it before, and you said low light vision. They had.
Oh yeah, I think I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
used up my one torch.
Yeah, low light vision.
Oh no, more. No, I have 5 torches. I didn't add it up right.
So how is that? Sorry, how is that different to dark vision?
It will come into play. So there are conditions in Pathfinder affected by light levels. So dim light is a bigger deal in Pathfinder. We kind of hand waved it in D&D. Here it will affect your actions. If you try and hit something in dim light, it counts as concealed, which basically means when you roll your attack, you do your attack normally, but you also roll what's called a flat check. Where you roll an extra d20, and if you get 5 or higher, your attack goes ahead normally. But if you roll 4 or lower, it automatically misses. For you, you won't have to roll that because you have low light vision.
Okay. Right. So everyone brings some lights.
Yep, Penelope's lit a torch. I think Murgatroyd, I gave you dark vision. Yeah, you can see just fine. So yeah, it's just Cesri and Penelope.
Okay, I'm scouting, so I think I'd be up ahead.
Very cool.
Behind it.
There's a big spider web I can see.
Yeah. So, the room ahead clearly contains thick webs. The tunnel continues deeper underground, eventually opening into a large chamber. Patches of glowing blue fungus cling to the ceiling and provide a dim light in the chamber. You can just barely make out vast strands of webbing across the floor and walls of this cavern, stretching between stalactites like shimmering curtains.
Does this count as a new location from like that's odd feature?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I immediately noticed one thing out of the ordinary.
I would say you notice that the webbing seems to lead off and get thicker towards the northeast of the chamber.
Northeast. Okay, interesting. Penelope would share that with the group then and say maybe we want to avoid the northeast. Or do we want to deal with this though?
I just don't have scales here.
I definitely understood that.
But I just don't have scales.
No, they do not. Unless you've spotted any scaled spiders in your travels, Armitage.
Do I want to do another recall knowledge? He's just going to say, yeah.
Very nice.
I can't wait to hear all about it. And my listeners will as well.
Oh, they're a lucky lot.
Yes, indeed. Perhaps we should light. Maybe this is Natalie talking, not Penelope. Perhaps we should light the web on fire.
Could burn down the whole building though.
It's true. But probably.
Yeah, I'll do spells. I'll do a spell. Watch this, everyone. And he's going to cast. He's going to cast. Produce flame on the spider web.
Okay. The fire appears in your hand. You throw it forth, confident in your abilities, Armitage. It strikes the web and it begins to burn immediately. These webs seem very flammable, covered in dust and dry in this place. You hear a horrible hissing from the northeast of the chamber, and we will roll initiative as you are driving this thing out of its web immediately. So everyone rolls perception for initiative, please. And I will do the same for the giant spider.
Oh my god, I got 20. Or day. 20.
Very nice.
Oh, so it doesn't auto add to the.
If you click on your
list.
token, does it not do it?
Well, I think it's because perception, not initiative.
Oh, make sure you click the right button. So when you do...
Oh yeah, I see it now. So I did the wrong thing as well.
Yeah, in the perception bit it says... Yeah, you got it now.
I'll change it. 20.
Very nice. Let me change the music quickly. Let's do this one. Okay. Just need Murgatroyds. Oh, sorry. I'll put you on the turn order.
I always imagine a one-man band playing this song. Don't know why.
15 from Murgatroyd. And the spider. Let's see what the spider gets. Giant spider. Initiative, please, giant spider. A 27 for initiative.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Was that a nat 20? Yeah, it was. Descending. Okay, in that case, the giant spider will go first. I will keep the flames in mind. They're gonna, I'll say they'll expand at the end of the round, but they'll expand pretty quickly. The spider has a speed. Interesting. It's gonna crawl along the wall. So you see this big spider, Armitage, the size of your torso and long legs extending out. 5, 10, 15, 20. Crawl to here. It's about 10 feet up on the side of the wall. And it's going to use an action to make a web strike against you at range. What? Oh. Oh, there we go. A 12 to hit you, Armitage.
It misses.
It misses, so you just see this hefty glob of web slam into the wall next to you and stick fast there. The spider will... It is going to use another stride action to... Oh, it doesn't like the fire. Yeah, it's gonna climb up towards the ceiling, so it's now 35 feet up. That brings us to Cesri.
How far up did you say?
The spider's 35 feet up, which I'll say is the limit of the ceiling here.
Ah. Okay, it's just 5 feet out of my
Oh
cantrip
no!
range.
Well, you are on a higher elevation. The spider is 35 feet up from down here. These are steps
Okay.
going down. So if you can get horizontally 30 feet away, I'll say you're fine.
Where is it? Over here? It's over
A little
there.
bit further. Yeah, you got it. 45 feet. So you need to be on like the lowest level of that there. But I'll say it makes the difference.
Can I go there and then back again?
So you could spend one action striding, and then you'd have to spend 2 actions doing your cantrip, I guess. So you would be stuck there. So if you want to wait it out, something you can do in Pathfinder is delay your initiative. It doesn't cost you any actions or anything. You simply wait, and until the start of what would be your next turn, you can change your initiative to there in the order. It does stay there permanently, though, so you don't get to come back to your nice 24 roll afterwards. But if you wanted to delay and see what your friends are going to do, you could do that.
Does delaying involve holding an action?
Not at all. You start your turn later down the initiative order.
That's
Yeah, let's
cool.
do it.
I like that.
Excellent. Just let me know when you want to come back into initiative. Penelope.
This class is really easy.
Yeah.
Devise a stratagem.
Very good.
Because I can see it.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably that's one action, so
Yep.
I will definitely use an attack then.
Very nice.
Uses my intelligence modifier, which is an extra +2 on my crossbow. So
what's the total?
18, sorry.
That's all right.
18 plus 4
7.
plus my proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 18 plus 7 takes you to 25. Woof. Almost a crit. But you definitely hit. if you wanna, 6 piercing damage.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Plus an extra d6 because of my.
Oh god, yeah. Roll away.
So 10 damage.
Oh my god! The spider shrieks and hisses as your crossbow bolt strikes it right in its underbelly. You can see a thick gorse begin to drip down onto the floor as the spider shudders and recoils at your hefty strike.
So it's attacking one action.
It is, yeah.
So can I attack again?
You would need to reload with the crossbow, which is an action.
That's fine. Could I attack with a different weapon, or do I have to like use an action to change weapon?
If you had something else like in your hand, I will say you're holding a torch.
Yes, so
So
definitely.
you kind of
can't
like
do that.
improved the yeah.
No, that's totally reasonable.
You could spend your final action reloading,
I
or
am gonna reload. I think that makes a lot of sense.
very cool. Murgatroyd, your turn. I will remind everyone something encouraged in Pathfinder, though I mean this spider's having a real bad time already, is recall knowledge checks. You can find out stuff about the enemy, like weaknesses, abilities, by doing a recall knowledge check.
I think I can do that with something good as well. I've got expeditious inspection. You observe your surroundings at great speed. You recall knowledge, seek, or sense motive. I think that only requires. Hold on, let me look. I'm gonna put it in right.
Well, it's a free action.
Yeah, once per 10 minutes, free action.
Would you like to use that now, or save it?
I would. Yeah,
Yeah?
recall knowledge might as well.
Very cool. So this is an example of a secret roll. So I'll make a quick roll for you in.
It does say I have to
secret.
concentrate.
Oh, that's fine. Concentration isn't the same in Pathfinder. I'll explain it in a second.
That's
It's
fine.
like it's a trait of an ability.
Okay.
So there might be some things that, like area effects, that don't allow you to do concentrate trait actions.
Mm-hmm.
Right, let me do a quick secret roll. Use the most appropriate skill you have. Yeah. So you know that anyone who gets hit by that ranged web attack will immediately become heavily stuck to the surface where they're standing, stuck in place. You also know that it has, if it bites you successfully, you will be exposed to giant spider venom, which is very nasty, and can do some real damage to you. So people should definitely stay away from it.
Can I communicate that, or does that require an
100%.
action?
Yeah. No, you
Yeah.
communicate that for free.
She would like, especially to Armitage, you saw it in front of you, like, we need to get back. If that thing gets near you and bites you, you're not gonna have a good time. As entertaining that would be for my listeners, it's not entertaining for me.
Very good. Murgatroyd, your turn.
I want to do what you said. I'm assuming that's one action, right?
The recall knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's
How
see
do
if
I
we
do
can
it?
Get the complete lowdown. I make a secret check for Murgatroyd, so you don't know whether you've rolled high or low.
Okay. All right.
So let's have a quick look, see what your skills are. Okay, I've got your modifier in mind. Okay. Yeah, you know, alongside what Penelope's just said, that if the spider moves across the ceiling and there's a lot of webbing there, it's able to descend much faster than its usual speed and attack at the end of that movement as well. Very fast, mechanics-wise. It can spend one action to move and attack you if it descends on its webbing. So if it's still alive and near the ceiling, which you know it is right now, you know anyone on the ground floor is in real danger.
Cool. Okay. And then I'm going to use my other two actions to cast Phase Bolt.
At the moment, you can't see it.
Okay. But how did someone else hit it then?
So if you look what your character can see, you know that the giant spider is further into the chamber. If you would rather have spent your turn, we're all still learning, moving into range and then doing the phase bolt, I'm happy to keep that roll.
No, it's fine. Sorry, I just assumed that I couldn't see it because it was on the ceiling or something. Okay. Yeah. Then I'll just move further into the chamber.
Move and shoot.
Just move because it's phase bolt's 2 action.
Okay. Very honourable. I
Penelope
respect that.
did say to get back, but obviously if Murgatroyd wants to do that anyway, it doesn't matter.
Nah, Murgatroyd doesn't give a shit, to be fair.
She's old. Gotta die someday.
It's fair. Penelope would just tap Armitage on the back like, don't worry, she's gonna die for you.
Yeah, if you want to move yourself, Murgatroyd. I think 25 feet. Yeah, on your sheet it says speed 25 feet. It's alright, we're still learning our sheets. So not only does Murgatroyd move in, she just goes, that's a double move, right? She just goes sprinting across the chamber, and Battersea, with his tongue lolling out happily, goes galloping after you. Very nice. Armitage.
Armitage looked back at Penelope, like, oh god, and he would do a shield cantrip.
Oh, very nice. +2 to your AC until your next turn.
This counts as using. I think it's different. It says it counts as a raised shield action. You get +1 circumstance bonus.
Oh, +1. Sorry.
While the spell is in fact, you can use the shield block reaction. Which you haven't
Oh,
touched
that's
yet.
what it's for. Very nice. Yeah.
He will also, with the webbing, can you burn it more with a produce flame?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to roll.
No, this is a stationary object, and there's plenty of it. The produce flame shoots out, and with that, I'll say the whole webbing is going up in flames now. The spider is surrounded by fire. That's the end of your turn?
Yeah, and he's like, fire beats web.
With the web completely in flames,
Wait,
Murgatroyd. Oh.
would
Oh yeah. Cesri, would you like to come back in on initiative?
Yeah. Does it have to be at the top of the round? I was curious.
No, you would move. If you wait until your turn would come back round again, you just lose that previous turn.
Okay.
But you can drop to in front of the giant spider, essentially after Armitage.
No, I'll just move back. That's it.
Yeah, so you're coming back in on initiative?
Actually, I won't move because no one else has moved. I'll just do another produce flame. Just let the web even more flames.
Okay, amazing. With that, I will say as the flames go up, I'm going to have Murgatroyd, can you roll a reflex save for me, please? On your character sheet, it says, under saving throws, it says reflex, if you can click that button.
it's in the
Got a
middle
DC
under
in
armor
mind.
class. If you're not sure. Oh, there, you got it.
What do we roll?
11.
An 11 isn't quite enough. There's not going to be a huge amount of damage from this, but the flames are licking up. You take 2 fire damage. I'm going to make the save for the giant spider as well.
Oops, sorry, I'm just looking at my
I
stuff.
thought that was the spider. Streetwise.
Hey, what you doing? Where's my webbing, man? The spider has quite good reflex. It did pass, so it only takes half of that, so it will take 1. Because of all the produced flames, the fire will kick up as we go forward.
How close is the firebolt before we end? How close is it to us over here?
All the webbing you see is on fire right now.
Okay.
So you guys are well away from it. You're fine, and it's like flash burning, so there's not too much smoke. Battersea is in a little bit of danger here with the fire. would you like to use your reaction to phase familiar? Yeah. So, as the flames lick up towards Battersea, and he looks concerned for a moment, Murgatroyd turns round, and with a glimmer in her eyes, Battersea just dissipates into fog, and then reforms safely away from the
No,
fire.
no, you didn't explain it properly because it's
Oh.
like
Please.
when you're driving on a foggy night and you see the street lights through the fog. It's like the shape of a fox with that like orange
Ooh,
glow
that's cool.
light.
Very nice. Thank you. That does bring us to the giant spider that is distinctly unhappy, and fire is all around it. It is going to... I mean, it doesn't want to die. It's going to fucking run. 5, 10... So this is going across the ceiling. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Gets to there. It's going to take a parting shot at Murgatroyd with its web. 25 to hit you, Murgatroyd. That would be a crit, but this doesn't have any damage attached to it. So yeah, you just get covered in web, which can be set on fire, and stuck to the ground at the moment. You can use an action on your turn to try and escape. There's a DC to get it. And then it is going to scuttle over here along the ceiling. Penelope, your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Sorry.
That's all right.
Brain.
It's your turn. The webs are on fire. You think they'll burn out in one more round? There isn't much substance there to burn. But you do see Murgatroyd looks to be in a bit of bother because she's covered in web and stuck to the ground right now.
Use my action to move. Up to here.
Yep.
Can I action move again? Can I use my last action getting some of the web off of her?
So the way this would work is you would give her aid,
Yeah.
which will help when she makes her when it comes around to making her check. You do need to roll to see if your aid is useful though, because it can go wrong.
How do I do
If
that?
you think if you've got an appropriate skill you think would be useful here, it can't just be the same as one that Murgatroyd might make, so acrobatics or athletics or something.
Yeah, let's do acrobatics.
Sounds good. Got a DC in mind?
Oh, it's really good.
So that is a failure, but not a critical failure. As such, you don't provide help, but you don't hurt the situation either. So Penelope is frantically trying to scrabble away at the webs on you, Murgatroyd. It is your turn. Would you like to try and escape? Sounds like a good idea. So I'm just going to check. I think acrobatics is one of them. I remember it being very similar to D&D. So it's one action to attempt an escape. Attempt to check using either your unarmed... grabbing you... Sorry, just reading. Oh, okay. So you can either use an unarmed attack, acrobatics, or athletics. Whichever one you choose. That is a failure, but that's only one action. You have two more. You could literally spend oh, there we go. That's exactly what you needed. So at first you wriggle and you try and push against it. It doesn't work. And then you think to yourself, this is like when you put on clothes that are too tight. You got to squeeze yourself down and shimmy out the bottom of them. And you kind of sloop out the bottom of the webbing and find yourself free with one action remaining. Yes, absolutely. Everyone saw it crawl around the corner on the ceiling over here. It has exited the chamber on the far side. There it is. It's about 30 feet up in the air. see. We'll follow you. That is the end of your turn. Armitage.
Armitage will jump down. Get
Very good.
25 feet to down.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Can he sort of see it? I can see the edge of a token, but can he see it?
I will say it has. It's not called heavy cover in this, but whatever the version of heavy cover is right now. But you could attempt a shot.
How high is it up in the air?
It's about 35 feet up.
Fuck, can't reach it.
It's on the ceiling.
He'll shield again.
Shield again. Very
Yeah,
nice.
because I think it's end of turn, and then he'll move like there.
Very nice. Not in the
Yeah.
flames.
Sort of holding the shield to where it is like.
Perfect. Cesri.
Guess I'm moving.
Everyone has taken off.
Yeah. That's 25 feet.
Very nice.
Double move. Hang on. Can we see the spider? Or no?
If you can see the edge of the token, it's to the left ahead of you. I think you just miss out on seeing it.
Okay. We'll just move up over here.
Very nice. That's 2 actions. Would you like anything else?
Nope.
Very cool. The giant spider. Being cornered and confronted by you, Murgatroyd, it is going to attempt to attack you. You got a Murgatroyd Death Wish. So, it's going to use its Descend on a Web ability. The giant spider moves straight down up to 40 feet, suspended by a web line. It can hang from the web or drop off. Oh, it doesn't get to attack. I told you that before, but it does get to go 40 feet straight down. So it is now right next to you, Murgatroyd. That's 1 action. Then it will make a Fangs attack. Ooh! It rolled a 25 to hit you, which against your AC of 14 is a critical hit. So it does 12 damage to you. Yes. The fangs sink in. And what do we got? We've got
Tom,
Yeah.
this is literally meant to be a starter pack for this, right?
Yep.
Just because I'm not emotionally attached to my character doesn't mean you get to kill us off. You're supposed to go easy on us in the first couple of things.
I would gleefully remind you that you were told to stay back and that it has a horribly nasty bite.
I didn't think it was going to do that much damage. The previous thing, it did 2.
The rats, you mean?
No. When it got me a minute ago on the last round.
That was the fire from the burning web.
Oh yeah, of course it fucking was. Sorry, no, I'm an idiot.
Okay. I need you to make a fortitude save for me, please, as this poison starts to race through your bloodstream. Oh, very nice. You pass the fortitude save with flying colours and take no damage. That's really important. It will then try to scuttle away further. Oh, it's on its web. It will just pop off its web. It's now scuttling along the floor. 5, 10, 15... 25. There's a thing with movement in Pathfinder, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. But if we remember, if you do diagonal movement, every 2 times you do diagonal movement, it costs you an extra 5 feet. It's to represent that extra. Well, it's to represent the extra distance that actually you do cover when you're moving diagonally. But if we forget it, I'm not really that bothered. So that's the giant spider. Penelope. Oh, on your turn, could you do a dex save for me, please, as this fire burns itself out?
I can.
It's a basic dex check. DC 15.
Fuck.
Oh, sorry, this would be a reflex save. Does that change your roll?
I believe it probably does. I'm expert.
Oh, wow. Oh, my
Wow.
god.
There you go. 26.
Very nice. With that, I'll say you completely avoid the critical success any damage, managing to roll out of the way to begin your turn. What would you like to do?
Moving up to. I can't even see it. Where is it?
It's gone scuttling
Ooh,
off.
I see its butt right there.
Yep.
Is that
Yep.
is that enough to take a shot?
100%, but it will have greater cover, +4 AC.
Let's devise a stratagem.
Very nice. And your crossbow is reloaded.
Right, I'm not doing that.
Oh, so now you know. What would you like to do with your final action instead?
Do we really want to chase a fucking spider? Like, no, I'm. What's this?
Yeah, let me read for you guys. Saving throws, blah blah blah. Sorry, just reading. The barricade. After the web-infested cave, the passageway leading deeper underneath the streets of Seaspray appears to be mostly natural, but someone or something has worked to open the cavern and level out the floor, making the passage easily travelled. A crude barricade made from old wooden planks and part of a barrel blocks the entrance to a side tunnel, while the main passage continues off into the gloom.
I think Penelope's just gonna say let's just leave this spider. Like, it's not doing anything. It's just fucking off at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. God, what do I do?
You could inspect the barricade if you want. Roll a perception check.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, go ahead. Final action. Search
Perception.
or seek. Can't remember.
What do I do? Do I just roll a perceive check?
Yeah, just roll a perception check for me, please.
Ugh, 12.
The barricade looks pretty sturdy, but not impossible. It is kind of ramshackle. It just looks quite deep. You don't see any markings or anything of interest beyond that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a turn.
Megatroid, are you pursuing the spider further, or are you sticking it out? Happy to leave the spider?
Yeah, I'm leaving it alone after.
Is anybody else wishing to pursue the spider?
Armitage, if he gets up there, if he can see it, would just throw a produce flame at it. If he could, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, if you want to take
He's
your
scared
turn.
of fire. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a clear shot. Roll that produce flame attack.
Die, spider.
With an 8, it goes flying wide, I'm afraid. Cesri?
Nah, I don't think she wants to chase the spider.
Okay, and with that, I'll say combat is over. The spider uses all 3 actions to scuttle off. Away from your...
Can we try and do medicine checks on Murgatroyd?
Yeah, absolutely. So is this just you wanting to see what's up?
More just,
Or you to
like,
trying to
her.
heal?
Yeah, I want to try and heal her.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can I do my plaster?
Yeah, absolutely you can do your plaster. Go right ahead.
Yeah, you do that. You're probably better than it than me.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
We can.
Um,
Oh no, yeah, we can't. It's
yep.
only on one person, isn't it?
You get to roll your nature check. Yeah, only one. Once someone has had their wounds treated, they're then immune to having their wounds treated. A little bit.
Can I use guidance on myself to do it?
Let's have a quick look at the guidance spell. Guidance. Because this takes 10 minutes. Attack. Oh, it says attack roll, perception check. Oh, it does say skill check. Before the duration ends. Technically, the 10 minutes passes and then you roll it at the end, so it wouldn't work here, I'm afraid. like an instantaneous thing.
What about if somebody else just does a?
Someone else
Oh,
could
also take 10 minutes
absolutely
with us.
help you. If someone wanted to spend the 10 minutes helping you, they would make their own medicine check, and if they succeed on the DC, they would improve your roll with a flat bonus.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Yeah, go ahead and roll medicine.
It's the same.
Well,
Okay, it doesn't quite get there, but it's a normal failure which doesn't harm it. So you just do your normal thing. Nature 13. I don't think does it. Let me have a look at treat wounds. It's normally a DC of 15. Treat wounds. DC 15. Medicine. Blah. It's 10 minutes. Target is then. If you see. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, this wound is deep from the bite. You don't think you've had any positive effect on it. Let me clear the turn order as well. You could wait around for an hour and try again after the hour if you like. Once you've regained yourself, it's up to you.
How low is she?
She's looking fairly bad. She's on 2 HP.
There's nothing wrong with me except for with my brain and my decision making.
There we go. I'll change that for everyone so you can all see each other's health.
I mean, I guess we kind of have to wait, right? 2 HP.
Yeah. You could head back up and rest upstairs if you wanted, or you could rest down here. Take a moment to gather yourselves.
By the flaming web fire.
That has fully burnt itself out now. It was very much a flash fire.
Okay.
let's go back up the top because the spider might come back.
Very wise.
Start rebuilding.
Okay. Sorry, just trying to get visible. It's literally so. There we go. So yeah, you head back up. Tamale takes a look at you all. I'll scoot us back to this screen for now. Oh, that's quite loud. Quiet Hespia theme. Tamale takes a look at you and it's just like, oh gosh almighty, that you've taken some real hits down there. Did you deal with what was it?
It's a spider. He just looks and smiles.
I think it might be kobolds, but we haven't come across them quite yet. Only a big spider and some rats. Sadly.
What did kobolds want with my fish?
Probably to eat it.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
Seems quite aggressive of them, but perhaps you're right.
He's not aggressive when it comes to fish, yeah?
Oh, yes, that's true. Please, Murgatroyd, I'm so sorry you've taken... Please take a seat over here. Murgatroyd goes and sits down. You take a seat, you take a moment amongst yourselves. If anyone would use this time to... If anyone wants to spend money to go and buy any further supplies, feel absolutely free. Otherwise, we'll treat this as a bit of a rest moment. And then, if Cesare, you want to make another medicine check at the end of the hour, Tamale will assist you.
Okay.
I'll roll her check. Yes, she rolled very well. In fact, she rolled a crit success, so you actually get a +2. Oh, 22. Damn, not quite a crit. But still a successful attempt at healing. If you roll 2d8 for me, please.
Six.
Okay, you have a choice, having seen the roll now. If you take a further hour of time, you can double that healing to 12.
Yep.
Very nice. So that takes you back up to 14 Murgatroyd.
I'm gonna go buy
Excellent
a
stuff.
katana.
Feel free. Excellent. So, what now? In that time, Armitage, if you wanted to get someone else to treat you, you absolutely could have done.
Yeah, he would, I guess.
Yeah. Tammy
Yeah,
would have been
he-
able to in her time if other people aren't there. Or Murgatroyd, you could treat Armitage
I
if
was
you like.
gonna say that's very much Murgatroyd's thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
roll a
he'd be
medicine
like,
check.
oh, no, no, Muggy.
Medicine check, please, Murgatroyd. Very nice. 2d8. You patch him back together.
Yeah, slap it on.
Oh, nice. 10 healing, so you're back up to full, Armitage.
Nice.
I will say, Armitage, even with that healing, you're feeling a bit off.
I feel great.
No, mate, I feel fantastic. From your experience sniffing the rat before, you think the rat might have been diseased.
Can we please stop saying sniffing the rat?
From your time sniffing away at the rat before.
Maybe restart the
It-
music for me, Tom. I think.
Oh, of course.
Armitage would be like to Tamily, oh, Tamarind, you got any, things that, when the rat bites you?
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
I'm fine.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry, I've done this wrong. Oh, I'm learning as well. What is your fortitude modifier?
Ooh, let's have a look. Is that like based on the time it takes to onset or something?
Yeah, the
mm,
diseases have specific
God, where is
abilities.
E6.
Okay, 6. So I roll that. Okay, no, yeah, you are suffering the effects of it now. You have the sickened condition.
Oh shit.
Yeah. If you want to go on your character sheet, click sickened. Oh, you've done it
1.
already? Sickened 1. Yeah, absolutely. The sickened condition, in case it's not obvious on the character sheet, which it might not be because it just changes things automatically. Sickened always includes a value. You feel ill. You take a status penalty equal to this value on all your checks and DCs.
Oh bloody hell.
Yeah, you
It-
can't willingly ingest anything, including elixirs and potions, while sickened. Usually, you can spend a single action to retch in an attempt to recover from the sickened condition, but due to your disease, you are stuck with the sickened condition for the foreseeable future. Hammerly does have some stuff, especially people working in a fishery. She bustles off and comes back with a collection of very strong smelling salts and uncorks them, shoving them under your nose, and you get this heavy whiff. I will have you, because I have read up how diseases work, because she's helping you with this, essentially you get to make another check against the disease. So if you want to, I won't make it secret this time. If you want to roll a fortitude save for me, please. Oh! And that is enough. You managed to...
takes it from her. He's like, hard as possible.
Yeah, and little flecks of salt go flying up your nose, but it just helps, and you're just like, ugh. And with a hefty belch, Armitage burps out the disease from his system. Very nice indeed.
Very noisy indeed.
Thanks, Tamarind.
You're very welcome. Can't thank you enough for everything you've done so far. Will you be heading back down if you haven't caught those kobolds yet?
Oh, and that 10 GP.
Yeah. Bring me perhaps some evidence of the kobolds themselves, and we can definitely discuss your reward.
Nice.
This job is proving more dangerous than you previously advertised, would a pay increase be a reasonable ask?
Diplomacy check for me, please.
No, I don't know if it's relevant. I just want to look at my fucking things because there's so much.
There is a lot to get used to, absolutely.
I guess I'm streetwise. You know about life on the streets or the pulse of a local settlement. You can
Nice.
use your science.
Yeah.
You wanted to diplomacy. You wanted to gather information. I don't know if that's useful. Not really.
I think the fact that you figured out this place gives you a bit of an advantage interacting with Tamale. I've lowered the DC in my mind
Okay.
box. Diplomacy, please.
Diplomacy. Bear with
You
me.
You are trained.
God, every time I roll, I have to move my hand out to underneath my covers, Tom, so I'm not as warm.
I'm sure Anya has a similar complaint.
Diplomacy, yeah?
Diplomacy, please.
Fuck, I'm rolling really bad this session.
You have rolled quite badly, apart from that initial shot. Family gives you a little sort of knowing smile and is like, why don't we do this on stages? Next time you bring me something back that isn't... She brings her hands up. If you can bring me evidence of things you've killed, dangers faced in what you've done, I will raise the amount accordingly.
Well, I burnt all the spider webs.
Well, you didn't know, I suppose. If you can bring back some of the spider, though, that would count.
Yeah, but he ran away.
Oh, well. He can't have gone too far, I would hope. I don't know how far it goes down there. Before this all happened, I thought it was just a bloody basement.
Well, that's your basement down there. I
Yeah.
thought it was a cave.
Well, it started as a basement, but it is a bit of a cave now.
Sounds like you're getting good property value out of this place. And he like taps a box.
Yes, assuming... I'm not sure how much dangerous denizens underneath the property will increase the value, but
You
I
can
take
make
your
the
point.
fighting pit.
Was the
I'll have a think.
was the cave part of the basement when you bought it, or did you knock a wall through and reveal it?
The wall got knocked through by whatever it is, I assume, that's taking these fish from me. Before then, it was just a nice, neat, rectangular basement.
Well, once she sort of pats Armitage on the back and says, "Well, once Armitage here is and the rest of us are done clearing out these kobolds, then you'll have some free real estate on your hands.
It's real, not fishing.
More reason to you know." She sort of just grabs their coin purse.
If you can guarantee it's clear for me, that would potentially be a substantial increase to your payment.
It looks like we have work to do then.
Right.
And then Penelope goes into the crystal and says, "And so our intrepid adventurers headed back into the darkness beneath the tavern of Tamale."
Yes. You find yourselves back where you were before. The barricade's still in place. The web's gone. No sign of the spider. What would you like to do? The barricade is there. There's a tunnel leading further on.
Armitage would point his axe at it, and he's like, well, I'll knock it down.
Well, you certainly could.
Yeah, he'd hold up his axe and try and smash through it.
Yeah, without issue. The barricade looks sturdy, but as you bring the axe down, it quickly crumbles and tumbles apart. Also, I forgot to say, because you defeated the spider, doesn't matter if it died or not, you get 40 XP.
Nice.
Up to 130. So, as the barrier...
But hang on, 1 second. Sorry,
That's all right.
just looking at my thing.
Mhm.
Can I have done my ancestry feat? The
Ooh.
cat note.
Yeah,
So
what does that do?
gain temporary hit points equal to my level that lasts for 10 minutes. So I just get 1 temporary hit point.
Oh, hell yeah. Chuck that on.
Yeah.
Very nice. Snoozing happily like a little cat in the corner.
Yeah.
Armitage smashes this barrier down. Let's see inside. Allow me to read. Beyond the barricade, an old cavern corridor winds down into the earth, ending in what looks like an ancient burial vault, lit by a strange torch with a blue flame. Alcoves line the walls, each one containing a rotten wooden coffin, while the center of the room has a raised platform holding a stone sarcophagus.
Armitage would look around, just like, looks like she got herself a free burial vault with this place.
Very nice.
I would quite like to try to cover our tracks.
Absolutely. Yeah, let me have a quick look.
Says you cover your tracks, moving up to half your travel speed. You don't need to attempt a survival check to cover your tracks, but anyone tracking you must exceed its survival check against your survival DC if it is higher than the normal DC to track.
Amazing. I will absolutely keep that in mind. I'll make a little note for myself.
Just in case that spider comes up behind us.
Where'd they go? Cover tracks. Cool. I have made a little note. Hiding it in the walls. So yeah, you see this area before you. I will also say, sorry, because things went funny with the fire. Because of the fire, as you came back down, some previously wrapped up bundle had fallen down in the giant spider's cave area. You would have noticed heavily charred, but it does look like the bones of a small reptilian creature. And it contains a few items of value. A short sword with a small emerald in the pommel. You think it might be worth a bit of money. And there's also a single healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
So however you want to split that up between you, if anyone wants any of those.
Well, I got a katana now, so...
Oh, yeah!
I'm the anime protagonist of this little thing. I reckon Murgatroyd should have the healing potion because she nearly died.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to add that to your inventory, Murgatroyd. In fact, if you want to do this... Oh, wait, you're busy. Yeah? It's just quite a nice opportunity to use the compendium and start getting used to that. So I've opened up the inventory tab on your character sheet. Now, if you go to the top right, not of your sheet, but of the Roll20, and click on the little eye in a circle, and then in that bar at the top, it's the search bar, if you type healing potion. I think this is a standard thing. Yeah. If you click and drag the healing potion into your any of the item spots there, stowed items or worn items or whatever you like. Hey! Love it. Compendium power. Okay, so you now have that. To use it, it would take an action to get it out unless you already had it in your hand. Which, to be fair, you could do because you're casting and such. You could have a hand free and then one with a healing potion ready to go. It's one action to drink. It heals you 1d8 hit points. Sorry, back to where we are. You see this crypt area open up before you. Armitage, are you questing inside?
Firstly, with that sword, he'd be like, what we should do is, when we go back, say we killed the kobold and then we took the sword as evidence.
A fine plan. Can't say I disagree.
He'd peep in and he'd be like, look safe enough, as he sees the skeleton. And sort of make his way down until he's
very good.
Level.
Okay.
To follow the expert action, but that doesn't seem quite right.
Okay. As you step down into that area, Armitage, you notice that some of the coffins are the sound of scratching and scraping as things begin to emerge from them, seemingly awoken by the noisy destruction of the barricade. And we are going to go into another combat.
Armitage would just be like, "Get back in your box."
I'm not sure I'm going to allow you to not play Armitage in the main campaign. Kieran.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's just the fucking best.
Oops.
So yeah, perception for initiative, please. Oh, very nice, Penelope.
Yeah, I'm taking the second one. Fuck
So
me.
I need to roll.
It's a practice session. I pressed the wrong thing.
That is absolutely fine. I'm gonna roll once for the skeletons.
If you on your character sheet, Anya, it says initiative next to perception. I kept pressing it as well. Yeah, it's a bit confusing, but yeah.
Right, put one of these bastards over here, and then I'm gonna roll initiative from there. Initiative,
Hey, roll the exact same. That's so useful.
and then initiative. Since the fight. Is that everyone? Oh, you've got to click on your token. Both times. Sorry, there's a little bit of reading for me with this fight. Zombies. Okay, cool. So yeah, you see anyone that's coming into the room, you see 4 skeletons drag themselves out of these wooden coffins, and a larger creature with flesh falling off of it emerge from the stone coffin in the center. Let's get that there battle music going. Get the one-man band started up. And beginning... We got everyone? Murgatroyd, Armitage, yeah. Beginning with Penelope, you are first to act. Quick to move.
Good. Free action, recall knowledge.
Very nice. Against the one in the middle.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let me make that roll.
I'm learning.
Yes, very nice. Yeah. Definitely been 10 minutes. This would be... Ooh, that is a good modifier. Yes, you know this to be a zombie. Oh, God. Sorry. Closed its thing.
God, it's fucking cold in here. What the fuck?
Oh. Okay, it's going to get real cold this week. So, a couple of things. You know that zombies are slow. Mechanically, this means zombies can only take 2 actions on their turn and can't use reactions. You also know that they are weak to slashing damage. So any slashing damage made against them gets a big old bonus.
Communicating that, I got a fucking great item for this. Don't know quite how they work in this campaign or in this system, but I've got caltrops.
Ooh. Let's have a quick look. I love it.
It says here, these
get to
4-pound
learn.
metal spikes can cause damage to a creature's feet. You can scatter caltrops in an empty square place adjacent to you with an interact action.
Yep, that's one action.
First creature that moves into the square must succeed at a DC 14 acrobatics check or 1d4 piercing damage and 1 persistent bleed damage. A creature taking persistent bleed damage from caltrops takes a 5-foot penalty to its speed.
Ooh, very cool.
So I am going to move as one action. I assume interact is one action as well.
It is. Yeah.
Hello, there's people here. I'm going to actually I'll scatter them here. Or like, can I scatter them like in between these 2 squares?
It can only cover 1 square.
But can it cover like? Can it cover like here?
The problem then is you are essentially in 4 squares.
Okay, so let's.
Or, yeah, no, 1 square, please. Sorry.
I'm gonna scatter it here then, and use my second action to like dash, basically.
Yep. Move
so
back.
Would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Well, actually, do I even need to? I can get behind that Armitage.
You remember you can't split movement like in D&D. So it would have been one move action,
Absolutely.
one stride action to go up,
Yeah.
throw the throw the couch down, one and then another. So this would have been your third action to come back.
Well, I'm getting all the way back here then.
Very nice. Murgatroyd.
With the slashing information, was that just this guy?
Yes, just that guy.
Just that guy. Okay.
I feel like Murgatroyd would have a good knowledge of the natural world. Can I do the same thing?
Yeah, you want to do a recall knowledge? Is it about the zombie or about the skeletons?
Oh wait, no, I need to move up first because I haven't even seen that it's a zombie yet. Idiot.
Very good.
5,
good catch.
10, 15.
Penelope would have
20.
told her though, so she would know.
25.
Oh god. How did you get through the wall? That's a wall. There you go.
I'm just special, Tom. That one is a zombie too.
That is the zombie that Penelope's identified. There is more information, so you could roll to find out more, or you could roll to find out something about the skeletons.
Well, I can only see that one thing, so I can.
Okay.
I want more information about it. How do I do this thing?
I do it because it has to be a secret check.
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry, you did say
but I'm happy to use your nature because this is very similar to some things that you do actually see out in nature in Hesperia. Yeah, you find out on top of what Penelope already knew that zombie is completely immune to any mental conditions, to poison. It also has weakness to positive damage. It has a very bad reflex save. But also, if it has a creature, you know that if zombies have a creature grabbed, which they will attempt to do if they hit something, they will then try and bite it, which can deal some very nasty damage.
Well, I got burned with that one last time.
So
is that
that was 2 actions?
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to do with your third action?
Can I invoke true name?
Let me have another look at it.
You, Timothy Bobbins, are a zombie.
Again, this would weirdly kind of potentially work here. Make sure. Oh, remember that doesn't do anything. You do it at the start of a turn to make your spells against them more effective for that turn. So it won't help you here.
Zombie's got a real name. What the fuck is going on here? Disrespecting zombie rights.
Murgatroyd, Murgatroyd's old, and this might be a person from Seaspray's history.
Well, none of the stuff that I can do for one action can do anything, because inside ropes, what the hell am I going to do with that? And invoke true name and nudge fate are both things that are like reactionary to with something else.
I understand. You could move again to better position yourself if you like, or seeing as you're against a wall, you could take cover if you wanted to.
Nah, I'm gonna move up here.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
You literally said I got burned by this before.
I know I did, but
go in it.
Tom, it's like in the last 5.5 years you haven't realised I'm a registered idiot.
I think we might have to change your class to champion. Right, that's the end of your turn.
Village idiot,
turn.
Tom.
The zombie does move here, so it moves into the Caltrupt.
I'll be honest, I'm getting real Sibley vibes from Murgatroyd. I'm a warlock and I'm gonna run in and tank the fucking hobgoblin.
That's true. First character in a new system must always be Sibley. Could you make an acrobatic... Oh wait, no, I'm doing this. This is the zombie. Derp. Zombie doesn't have an acrobatics modifier, I think I just used Dex. Huh! It rolled a 2. It failed. So it takes, if you want to roll for me, Natalie, 1d4 piercing damage and 1 persistent bleed damage.
2.
2 piercing. Very nice. Damage done. And the way persistent damage works in Pathfinder is you keep taking it each turn, and at the end of the turn you make a flat check. So this is no modifiers or anything, you just roll a d20. 15 or higher, the persistent effect stops. There are ways to help that, because that sounds quite difficult, but in the thrill of combat, that's what you normally do. So it will take... It doesn't get to make a check on its first time. It will take its 1 persistent damage at the end of its turn. But before that, it moved with 1 action, and it's going to try and slam against you, Murgatroyd, with its fist. A 20 to hit. It rolled pretty well as well. 9 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, you're so fucking dead.
Boosh. It doesn't have another action to grab you, though. It would need both its actions to do that.
Penelope's
Very
going to
good.
whisper to Armitage, just be like, and this is what you don't do if you want to succeed in battle.
Armitage is like, oh, charge up to the zombie.
Yeah, let's go,
That's
Armitage.
exactly what I was hoping you would do in response to that.
He's just going to make a battle axe attack.
Fuck yeah.
Because he
Do
can't
it up.
do the other thing yet.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, that hits, baby! So that would normally be 8 slashing damage. However, as it has a weakness to slashing, it has weakness 5 to slashing. We just add 5 damage onto that. That becomes 13 damage.
Oh.
Badly hurt, still on its feet, but badly hurt. Another hit would definitely take it down.
Do I want to try that?
I'm just going to go pee quickly.
No worries.
I'm just thinking if I want to
Yeah,
attack it
completely
again.
up.
But it is minus 10, right?
Minus 5.
Fuck it, it'll do it again if it's minus 5.
Yeah. So on your sheet, you should be able to click a little -2
So,
or number 2, but that's fine.
just
Minus 5 to that is 12. 12 just hits for 6 slashing damage, annihilating the zombie shambler. Well done.
and he looks around and is like, bring it on! Oh, God.
All right, and so they shall. The skeletons. They do get 3 actions, so they have a speed of 30 feet. Their caltrops are gone now. They're a single-use thing. So one's going to move to here. One's going to move to here. One is going to move over to Penelope. Go like this. Okay. 1 action used from each of them. See if they've got any fancy shit. No. So, attack against you with its scimitar, Murgatroyd. A 16 does hit you, but only does 4 damage, bringing you down to 1 HP. It will use its final action to make a claw attack. Reaches up with its skeletal claw. This is its second attack of the round now, so it does have a -5 to this, or -4 because it's agile. It does still hit, and you are knocked down.
Yeah, Sibley all over again.
Boo. So you are currently on 0 HP, and I'm going to go onto your character sheet, and we add the dying condition.
Why the fuck did we not think of flipping the tokens to represent that rather than the crappy little symbol?
Yeah, I've been watching a Pathfinder campaign, and they did that, and I was like, holy fuck. How have we missed this the entire fucking time?
I just saw you do it, and I was like, what the fuck did he just do?
Magic man. Okay, a flurry of attacks comes in against you, Armitage. Scimitar. 22
That hits.
for 6 damage.
We're
Surely.
gonna TPK.
Claw. Only a 9.
Misses.
The other skeleton. Scimitar. A 14.
Misses.
And Claw. That would actually be even less than that. That'd be a 3. Natural 1. There we
Nice.
go. And then 2 attacks against you, Penelope. Scimitar. A 25. Not
Yeah.
a crit.
That
You have
does-
17 AC. That crit damage is fucking nasty. So just 6 damage to you, and then a claw attack, but only a 10.
Yeah, it misses.
That is their complete turn. Stesri.
I don't know. What? How does feeding potions to people work in this game?
I think it would be an action to like get the potion out or take it off Murgatroyd, and then another action to feed it to them. So 2 actions total.
Right. And how does it work when they're attacked on the ground?
When you're in the dying condition, you're prone, so you have the flat-footed, so it's -2 AC. There's no advantage or anything, so you can still resist. Any successful attacks would increase Murgatroyd's dying condition by 1. At the moment, she's dying 1. If it gets to dying 4, she's dead.
Right. Right. And how do attacks of opportunity work in this game?
Not everything has attacks of opportunity. You could do a recall knowledge check to see if the skeletons have attacks of opportunity if you wanted.
I haven't got enough actions for that, and to
Yeah.
do feeding people. I don't even know if
Fair.
we get there. Nope, can't even get to you. I don't think.
Yeah,
No,
there is
it's
one
not
blocking the
around.
tunnel currently.
Yeah, no, I can't even get there.
You can, in Pathfinder, you can try and get through enemies. You take the tumble through action. You stride, like you move up to your speed, and then you attempt an acrobatics check against their reflex DC. If you succeed, you move through.
But
If
that's
you
an action.
fail, your movement ends there. That is an action, but you get to do your
Yeah.
movement as part of it. So it's like a different kind of move action.
Yeah, but then I can only get up to and then get the potion and not do anything else. So, I don't know.
If you succeeded, you could get there, and then second action, grab the potion. Third action, feed it to her.
Well, it's an action to push past him though, so
It's
That is part of your movement.
Yeah.
You get the movement as
Oh.
well with that action. Yeah. But you do have to succeed on the acrobatics check.
what's my acrobatics? Acrobatics is it's alright.
Just leave her. She's done for.
Yeah, I am debating just to leave her. I think, yeah.
I mean, another way
I
to
think
save her would be to
um,
destroy the threats.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna do that. Can I try and push past him anyway and get next to funnel cake?
Yeah, you got to make the acrobatics check.
Yeah, let's try. Put me back if not.
I'm afraid not.
Oh,
You get to there,
okay. Get to there.
but you still have 2 actions.
Yep. Let me see. It is the.
Mhm.
Is the. Hang on, I'm trying to read it. So it's an action to do it, but then do I get it as part of it as well, or is it an action separately?
Sorry, Hannah, go again.
To do wild morph. So you can grow some claws, but I don't know if I can do it as part of the same action to attack with the claws. Or
That's a great
it is
question. Let's have a look. Wild claws. Very cool. These claws are on
Yeah,
an unarmed state you're trained in. Blah blah blah. You still have blah 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 blah. You cannot hold. Blah 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 blah. Blah. Oh wow, jaws. Ang, 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 ang. I don't know why it says. Oh, it's only 2 if you have soaring shape. It would be 1 to change. You don't get to attack as part of that action, but you could make a strike as your final action.
Okay. Well, I was
So
just
1.
wondering whether to do that or gouging claw,
Oh,
which
yeah,
is just a 2-action thing anyway.
your choice. The claws would then be there for the rest of the combat.
True. Yeah, sure. Let's do the wild morph.
Very cool.
So I guess grow some claws.
Yep.
Claws are unarmed attack. You're trained in and deal 1d6 slashing damage.
Mhm.
Is that more or less than just an armed attack though? Is that pointless or what?
You should be trained in
Oh, no, it's
unarmed.
not-
Let me have a quick look at your character sheet. Yeah, no, it does more damage for sure. Quickly look at your unarmed strike. +3 to hit. Trained. Oh yeah, because it's off your strength. Yeah. So yeah. Claws. Yeah, they deal 1d6 slashing. They have agile and finesse. Can't remember what finesse does actually. Finesse. PF2E. Oh! You get to use your dex modifier instead of strength modifier. So that would actually be a +6 to hit for your unarmed strike with the claws.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, definitely doing that then.
Excellent. Slash away.
So let's do a slash. Doesn't add it, does it? No. So we'll just do a d6 and then plus whatever you said it was. Oh, I've got to hit first. Hang on.
It's alright,
I'll do
we're all
that.
getting used to it. If you just want to roll unarmed strike normally, or whatever you like, we'll add 3 to that. All these things, when we do the main campaign, I'll make macros if appropriate. Oh, yeah, an 18 +3 on top of that would be 21. Not a crit, but definitely a hit.
Yeah.
And that your d6 was a 2 damage. Very nice. These things do look, as you strike them, it's not particularly effective, not like the zombie, but they do look like they don't have very much staying power.
Okay.
Penelope, your turn.
Free recall knowledge. Oh no, wait, it's once per 10 minutes.
Once per 10 minutes.
Fucker. Fuck it then. Let's do a. What's that do? Interesting. Ugh, all these things are athletics based. I'm not good at athletics. My next character will be.
Yeah.
I'm going to, in that case then, try and... Where is it? I've lost it. Fuck, where's it gone? It's trying to distract. What
Ooh.
was it called?
Feint?
Was it faint?
Feint is deception.
Yeah, I want to do that, and I want to try and...
Let me have a quick check.
I have to be within melee range. Trained in deception, which I believe I am.
So, I will say, because you realise this about the zombies, and it's not a big leap to think of these for the skeletons as well. The zombie was immune to mental effects.
Yes,
Faint
of
has
course.
the mental trait, so it would be immune.
Yes.
It's not a big leap to think the skeletons would be as well.
Okay. Won't do
Put
that.
3 on it.
Won't do that then. I'm gonna borrow. No, Oh, there's gotta be something I can do here, right?
You could kill the skeleton.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I can fucking don't have to reload with this fucking katana.
Yeah, baby. Slash
right.
it up.
No, first devise a stratagem.
Oh, yep. Very sensible.
We're doing that. Plus 7.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take that. Fucking attacking.
Okay. Strike with your roll of an 8 plus 7 is 15. The skeleton scimitar king comes up to parry your attack.
Yeah.
Not quite enough.
Kind of expect that, but it's fine. Can I do a second attack?
Of course, yeah. This would have a multiple attack penalty.
What does that do?
So-
I don't know what that is.
So if you look on your character sheet, next to
Ooh, it's a
where's
2.
that katana, it's that number 2 is the second attack. It gives you a -5 to the hit, but you rolled well enough to just hit the armor class of this skeleton and smash it down into the ground.
Was it dead?
It is dead.
Oh, nice. Did I use all my stuff? One
Oh my
attack,
god,
2
the katana
attack.
has such cool traits.
What does it have? I
Dead-
don't even know.
Deadly D8 means if you crit, you get an extra D8 of damage on top.
Oh, that's fucking
But-
cool.
Two-handed means if you switch to, which is a free action, switch to using it in 2 hands, it becomes a D10 of damage.
I did
ra-
obviously want to do that. I'm not holding anything else, so.
Hell yeah.
What about the torch?
Oh, the torch, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that then. I'll just hold
Very
it
good.
regularly.
And then versatile P means when you strike with it, you can choose to use either slashing or piercing damage. It's a good weapon.
Slashing here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Skeleton is dead so. I think you have one more action?
No, that's everything. Devise a
Okay.
stratagem.
Oh,
2
you're right.
attacks.
Murgatroyd, you do need to make a recovery check for me, please. Very similar to D&D. This is a flat check. The DC is 10 plus your dying value, so 11. 11 or higher is a pass. Ooh, that is a fail, I'm afraid.
Fucking dead, aren't you?
You become dying 2. Does it allow me to track it? No. Still dying. Oh, that's kind of annoying. That's fine. Just put a little number on you. Dying 2. Dying 2. Armitage, your turn.
Can he stand on Murgatroyd or not?
Yes.
Okay, he's going to do that.
Cool.
And
I'll
then
go to the
can
back.
make one attack against that guy with his battle axe.
Sweet. Roll it up. A 13 misses, I'm afraid.
And yeah, I was gonna. And then he's gonna use the sweep that his battle axe has. Try and hit that one. And he gets a +1 circumstance to this.
Ooh.
So -4 instead of -5.
Very
Oh.
cool. Oh, hell fucking yeah! Critical hit, baby! Roll that critical damage. 18 slashing damage.
He's like, oh damn skeletons!
As the bones go clattering against the wall, completely separated. The head bone is no longer connected to the neck bone. That was action 2.
No, he moved.
Oh, sorry. You're absolutely right. You are protecting Murgatroyd. Skeleton guards. Ooh. They are pretty mindless. This one's just going to go for Cesri. And this one will just attack you, Armitage. So... Oh, how do I keep losing my sheets?
You
There it
out
is.
double click.
Yeah, you really need to do that.
What's Alt double click?
Go on the
Do it on the
token,
token,
press
it comes
Alt,
up.
and then double click, and you're just about to be amazed.
Very nice, thank you.
Go-
Right, against Armitage.
You're doing it the old-fashioned way.
I was. It wasn't nice.
No.
Scimitar, a 20 to hit you, Armitage.
Yeah, it hits.
4 damage. Claw attack. Only a 12.
Misses.
And then against you, Cesri, Scimitar. And Claw. Sorry, Scimitar was a 15 to hit you.
Nope.
And claw was a 10.
No.
I'm going to make a third attack against each of you because fuck it, these things are mindless. This is very unlikely to hit. Against Armitage. Oh my god! Even with the -8 due to it, the claw having finesse, it rolled a natural 19. It does actually hit you for 6 damage, Armitage. I'm sorry. That was very lucky. And then against Cesri, same thing again. No, it rolled literally a 0 with all its modifiers. That's them. Cesri, your turn.
Let's scratch at this guy.
Hell yeah. Slash it up.
Is that the right one? I don't know.
There would be an extra +3 to that for a 9, but it
Oh,
doesn't hit.
yes. Hang on a minute. What am I doing?
So that
Pressing
first
the
strike,
button.
that's all right. That first strike was a 9 to hit, which does miss. You have 2 actions left.
Okay. 2 actions. Might just go around.
Yep.
Like that.
Very nice. Yep, you move around it.
Instead of attacking again, I'm probably gonna just. Oh, actually, wait. I need to see how many actions there is. No, it's 2. Give. No, I'll go attack it again. Oh,
Very nice. It is agile, so this is only a -4 to this.
okay.
If you click on the 2,
This
Hannah,
one?
it'll do it for you.
Oh, I didn't press the 2, but
It's fine. So unfortunately, another poor roll does miss. This thing is fending off your blows. Penelope.
Let's devise a stratagem against the one against Armitage.
Roger that.
No, not doing. I'm not attacking that one.
Oh no, everyone's rolling terribly.
Well, it doesn't matter that much because I can still.
Oh, clever. Move and then attack with the katana against this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Very nice. Smart.
God, this fucking class is cool as shit.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I forgot
Katana strike.
how to do stuff. There we go.
11 does not hit. You guys are rolling pants.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man. I wish I'd told you this earlier. Everyone has a hero point for the session.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you wanted to use those for rerolls,
Yeah,
sorry.
I'll use it now.
no,
Oh!
Yeah, Dan's
Roll that crit damage. 7! Jesus. That included the deadly and everything, that's why it's an odd number. Usually it's doubled. You rolled 1 on the damage dice.
Yeah.
And then that got doubled to 2 because you don't have a strength bonus, so there's no modifier. And then it rolled the extra d8 as a 5. So 7 damage is enough! Smash it away. Very nice.
That is my turn.
That is your turn. Murgatroyd, recovery check please. DC 12 this time. Flat check. No! Slipping away. Okay. Armitage.
Armitage, like, go with skeleton. You can try and smash it with that legs again.
Fucking right. No!
I'll
Can
use a
everyone
hit.
stop rolling pants? You can
I'll
use
use
your
a
hero
hero.
point.
Yeah.
Yes,
let's
thank
see,
you.
apparently.
Yeah! Crush it against the wall. Oh my god, that was a stressful fight.
Oh.
Jesus.
Can he do anything to help Murgatroyd with his last actions? His last 2 actions?
Not unless you have battle healer or whatever it's called, which
Oh,
allows
I
you to do
definitely
treat
don't
wounds.
have that.
Skeletons are gone though, which would take us to Cesri.
Yeah, let's do some stabilizing.
Very nice. Is that the stabilized cantrip?
Yeah, it is.
Very nice. I think it automatically stabilizes.
Still unconscious at 0 hit points though.
Yep. So no more checks. I can take us out of initiative. And remove the stressful music. Go. Oof, you find yourself standing in this space, the remains of the skeletons and the zombie around you.
Those skeletons build a barrier.
Maybe it was one to keep them in. Don't know
Oh,
for sure though.
that's smart, that is.
Can I look inside all these different coffins?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Armitage would take the zombie's head and put it in his bag.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, add zombie head to your bags.
I want to check for traps as well.
Very cool.
With my extra cool trap stuff.
Says we might do some healing plasters.
Healing plaster time? Yeah, please do roll that nature check. Roll athlete's check. Secret check. You don't find any traps. And as you check around, Penelope, you find that the torch in the room that gives off a blue light, it's almost like a little bowl, like a little brazier, but with no heat. It just gives off light constantly. It looks like fire, no heat, and as you kind of interact with it, it doesn't seem to be able to be extinguished. You think this is a magical item.
Yoink.
Very nice. You can add an ever-burning torch. I think it should be in the compendium. If it's in the beginner box, to your inventory. And one of the skeletons,
Yes.
in their wooden coffin, there is a polished shield carved to look like a roaring lion. You can use it as a shield, and I'll remind you that shields are very good in Pathfinder. Or you think it might be worth some money with the lion finish to it. And everyone can add 100 XP to their character sheet.
How much XP in total should we have?
So there was
230.
230.
Okay.
About a quarter of the way to your level up. How did you do on your nature? Oh, 21. Not quite the crit, but definitely a success. 2d8, please. 7. And if you wish to double it, you have to spend the full hour. Healing.
I mean, that depends on what we're doing. We're hanging around.
Yeah, it's up to you guys. There doesn't seem to be a pressure to you. You haven't been interrupted so far.
I covered our tracks. We're good.
Yeah.
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 Take the time, so that becomes doubled to 14. So, Murgatroyd, you are brought back to life with 14 HP. I need to read a little bit about the wounded condition.
Can I try and heal Armitage?
Yeah, absolutely. Make a medicine check for me. How did we do?
Oh, great. Sorry, Armitage. I think I just killed him.
The DC is 15. So the fact you have a +5 means you... Oh, wait, but you rolled a natural 1. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Yeah, you did crit fail. Roll a D8. In your clumsy fumbling of trying to treat Armitage's wounds, you
Nice.
stick your fingers in the wrong place and deal 6 damage to Armitage. Who is knocked unconscious and is immune to the treat wounds condition right now.
Oh, he's
Which,
not dying though, is he?
he is dying.
Oh.
Tom,
Yeah.
Murgatroyd's up again, isn't she? So would there be anything you could do because she's a healing?
You can't do treat wounds. You could use your potion of healing on him.
I'm sorry, Armitage.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll
Yeah.
feed it to him. Yeah.
Okay. So roll a d8 for me, please, and remove the potion of healing from your inventory.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
That's okay. He's on 2 HP now. There you go.
You're not more dangerous than your skeletons.
Yes,
I-
don't think I should be trying medicine again. Not anytime soon, anyway.
It's
How
nearly
do I
my bedtime anyway.
Penelope's
Hey.
gonna say into the crystal and just be like, and I expertly healed Armitage funnel cake.
Yeah, you have spent a fair few hours adventuring now. If you wanted to head back up and take a long rest, Tamily would happily put you up in lodgings for the evening.
I think we need to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems like a good idea to me. Very good. You head back up to the surface. Tamily sees you now sort of covered in tomb dust, and Armitage in particular looking worse for wear this time, and it's like, good. What is even down there?
Armitage would just get the head out of his bag. He's like, that one's for free.
Ah! She shrieks as you plunk the head down or hold it up next to her. She's like, right, I'll amend. That's horrific. Another two gold pieces each, so we're up to 12 now.
Penelope's
Oh,
gonna
wait.
Penelope's gonna point to the sword and say, "We got this from a kobold warlord."
Go ahead and make a deception check for me, please.
He's real big.
Oh! That's actually a critical success. Her eyes go wide, like a child looking up at a great warrior. It's just like, oh, I had no idea. I'm so sorry. Another 10 gold pieces each. I'll have to go into the coffers. 22 gold pieces. Is that everything done now? Then was it the warlord who needed all the fish?
Yes.
Actually, there's another warlord down there.
He gasps.
Yes, Armitage was quite thorough in his investigation. He uncovered not one but two warlords.
Well, with the Baroness away, I'm in charge of the finances.
I am, unfortunately, I have to say that Armitage here got a little bit overzealous in his battle stance. He did disintegrate the creature, so we don't have any evidence of it. Apart from these bones, and she would have bought the bones from the the spider thing.
Oh my gosh, quite the collection.
The bones of a kobold warlord.
It will be a stretch. It's been difficult times with the fish going missing, but 30 gold pieces each. I'll need to, with that amount of gold, I'll need to go down and check that everything's clear before I can hand over the money.
Of course.
So it is clear now?
Well, we still need to kill the other kobold warlord.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
The other warlord said it was his brother.
Oh, good lord. So dramatic.
Last thing he said, actually, before Armitage burned his face off.
Oh, she kind of
With
looks at Armitage.
spells.
I can't thank you enough. You've already done great deeds. I will of course provide room and lodging. I will make sure and find food and drink is brought from nearby. You'll have the rooms at the top of the fishery. They don't smell like the other rooms do. And I'll make sure to count out your funds ready. Will you head back down tomorrow?
I believe so.
Have you got any ham?
I can guarantee you the very best ham that money can buy in Seaspray.
Oh, honey glaze.
Definitely honey glazed. Okay. Very good. So you head upstairs to your rooms. Honey glazed ham and all manner of whatever you'd like is brought to you along with drinks. You hear the sound of Tamily excitedly chattering to people downstairs, telling the stories of the great troop that has done away with a kobold warlord. She's got the zombie head, and seems very pleased.
Penelope
Okay.
speaks into the crystal and recounts the tale, but in a way that flatters her massively. And she sort of ends it with and that, my little Patterlings, is what they call it, the Patterson way of getting it done. Hashtag girl boss. She doesn't say that.
Okay. So, how does... Because I know it's not like D&D, you don't get all your HP back on a long rest. But with you being able to treat wounds with the cooldown and everything, you would definitely get your HP back anyway. And of course, return your spell slots to yourselves. If you need to prepare different spells, and you know different spells, feel free to do so. For example, Murgatroyd, I know Battersea knows as a witch you get 10 cantrips that you know, and you have to prepare 5 each day. So if you want to switch out any of your cantrips, feel free to do so. And Cesra, you might have some preparations to make as well. And perhaps Armitage? Is Magus spontaneous caster? Or prepared?
So he wouldn't change him anyway.
Yeah.
Not that on it.
Anya,
Two heals instead.
I just like the idea of which is like, I know these spells.
Exactly. Oh, I better want you.
what would be the best way to give you some options? No, it's okay. So if everyone wants to return themselves to maximum HP, I'll move you back. Oh, we're still on that same map, sorry. You can consider yourselves back down on the map with your maximum HP restored and your spells restored and everything. I think says... Well, actually, I guess Catnap can just apply as part of your sleep, so you can keep that 1 temp HP. I'm just going to quickly go to Anya and help out sorting with cantrips. BRB.
I'm gonna change my spell.
I don't have spells.
I'm here to help you.
I'm gonna be a Stefan in Pathfinder. I've decided, or just like I'm too scared to play any spellcasters.
I don't know how to change it. How do I replace?
You probably got to change it in the compendium.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think Roll20 is the best for prepared spellcasters in my experience.
Oh, whoops, now I've got 3 for some reason.
Yeah, feel free to choose 5 from there.
Oh, you could have done like loads of damage to those undead if you healed them all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is true.
didn't have a heal.
Reaction heal.
Didn't have a heal.
What have you prepared for today, Cesri, with your 2 slots?
I'm trying to prepare 2 heals, but can't figure out how to do it.
Is it being annoying? Let's have a look. Yeah, I guess it's kind of annoying to like... Oh! You would do it... You would use the little daily uses columns on the right. So for Burning Hands, you'd do daily uses 0. And for heal, you would just do 2 daily uses like that. And then we just get rid of this extra heal 1.
Did I search these coffins, by the way?
You did. You found the shield and the
Oh yeah, I couldn't remember if I did.
the thing that I've forgotten already. But yes. Oh god, I've forgotten how to bin things. Unlock. Bin. There we go.
We're probably here, right? We don't want to go back in there.
Yep. Yep. Feel free to move yourselves to that point. Absolutely fine. Just take the dying condition off Murgatroyd because it's given her lower AC. Murgatroyd. Longer dying. Whoops. Die. Oops, sorry, Seaspray. Grabbed your token by accident. Right, there we go. Battersea. Cool. So yeah, you find yourselves in this space. The spider still hasn't returned. Just now, this path ahead of you. Penelope, I'm assuming you've gotten yourself a new torch. To be honest, probably Tamley would have provided you with one anyway.
Oh, scout.
Very nice. Anyone else? Exploration activities?
Hmm.
Um,
Looking for scales, maybe.
That is fine. So, in case you're unaware of things you can do, exploration activities include avoiding notice, which is essentially sneaking, like a stealth check. Covering tracks, like Penelope did before. Defending, if you have a shield. Keep your shield raised, so if you start combat. You can detect magic if you have the cantrip Detect Magic. Follow the expert, gather information.
yeah, he'd do
Hustle.
that one with Penelope. Follow the expert.
Follow the expert, very good.
If you have Wanderer's Guide, it has the whole list of actions with different tabs. It's super fucking
Very
useful.
nice. So I think probably Cesare looking for the scales, you would be investigating. So I do a secret recall knowledge check. That's fine, I can do that. Sorry, Anya, you said something? On the character sheet, if they are in the Roll20 compendium, you can go onto that little circled eye, search the name of the spell in the little search bar, and then drag it into the cantrip section on your character sheet. But if they're not in the core rulebook, it won't be there. Just so you know. To delete stuff, in the bottom right of the cantrip section is a little padlock symbol. You click that. That'll unlock the place there, and then you can press the little bin symbol to get rid of them. Cool. Well, feel free to move your tokens. I've got your exploration activities in mind. Roll Cesare's check. Okay. Yeah, feel free to move yourselves. Whoever's going first.
Guess me, 'cause I'm scouting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move up here. Ooh, glitch through the wall. Yeah, I'm moving. Well, there's some kind of door here, right?
Okay, so to your left as you're traveling down, but on the map to the right, so I'll say right to stop it being confusing. Or to your east, there is a ledge, about a 10-foot ledge up, and kind of just on the angle, looking over the lip of the ledge, you can just about see the top of two large stone doors.
10 foot up, you said.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess let's try and climb up there, maybe with my grapple hook.
Yeah, make an athletics check.
Oh, I'm really good at that.
Okay, grapple hook gives you
That there or down here?
Down here, where Penelope is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you shimmy up without issue. Find yourself up on the top, standing in front of these large stone doors. Oh, sorry, they're not stone, they're wooden.
Can I investigate them for any traps or locks?
Yeah, absolutely.
Armitage would start setting up his climber's kit.
You don't see any traps, and it looks unlocked. The hinges are very rusty.
Is there a keyhole?
There is no keyhole.
Hmm.
There are two rusty, old brass handles.
Can I, like, very quietly creep open the door?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll roll a little secret stealth check for you. Cool. The rest of you hear Penelope heavily squeak the door as she moves into the chamber. Rolled a nat 1 on the stealth check.
Nice.
But as you open it, and Armitage, did you say you were climbing up as well?
Yeah, I was getting the kit ready at least.
Oh, very nice. As you open the door and step inside, Penelope, the ancient wooden door creaks open on rusty hinges, revealing a ruined chamber. Mold and rot stain every surface. On the far side of the room is a stone statue of a giant squid, its tentacles reaching towards an altar in the center of the chamber. The scum covers almost everything, but it hasn't touched the silver bowl sitting atop the stone altar. The water in the bowl is perfectly clear.
That's odd.
Very nice. So, I would say with your that's odd, you would notice that this has been left for a very long time. There's no scuff marks in the scum or mold, and the door, everything just looks like it's been left alone completely for a very long time. And I would say that the bowl looks magically clean.
Oh, let's pursue.
You could roll.
Let's pursue a lead.
Very nice.
Spend one.
You could-
I was supposed to.
Examine the details. Very cool. With that in mind, what skill check? Cool. You're going to get a +1 circumstance bonus to this. Could you do a religion skill check?
Religion.
Ooh, that +1. It's actually a really big deal. Looking around, carefully treading, trying not to disturb anything, you quickly identify that the statue is what, and this seems to be a shrine, and the statue is dedicated to a Kiad shore called the Dark Below. This is the Kiad shore of the lightless depths. Largely lost to modern memory, but in your digging around looking for good and interesting leads, you dug something up about Triton worship. You know that the Dark Below used to be a figure of great reverence for the Triton people deep beneath the waves. But in more modern times, they have largely been, their culture has been taken over by the influence of the Gith. And that has done away with a lot of this worship of the Dark Below.
If you would call that out to people.
You know, as a Kiad Shore, whilst associated with something that could certainly be considered scary, the Kiad Shore are not like naturally evil beings. There's no sense of particular danger or threat here.
Can I still investigate the bowl to see if it's trapped in any way?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm just get up there with his climbing kit.
Yep. If you roll an athletics check for me, please. Yeah, with ease, Armitage, you hop up onto the ledge.
You'd look down at Seaspray and be like, "Be careful! I saw a cat go up a tree once it fell out."
Just like grabs her over, she's like, that fills me with confidence. Oh, did she?
And if he looked at the bowl, he'd be like, "Oh, that water looks nice."
Nice enough to drink?
Yeah,
Go on then.
right. He'd walk up to the bowl.
Okay.
He'd just put his head in the bowl.
Roll a fortitude save for me, please.
Okay.
Okay. You drink the water, and there's a mixture of feelings. There's an immediate feeling of replenishment. Mechanically, anyone who drinks from the bowl regains 1d8 hit points. Cesri, I mean, it's 10 feet. You take 1 damage. You lose your temporary HP purely for the shame of it as you fall out of the tree.
I wish Armitage was back there.
Yeah, just be like, told ya. Armitage, failing on the saving throw. So mechanically, the bowl can restore 1d8 hit points. The benefit can only be taken once per day. However, as you were already at maximum hit points, this will not be the case for you. If you come back to the bowl in the future, you can still regain the hit points. However, having failed the save, you do gain the sickened condition for 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
He's like constantly ill.
However, as you drank from the bowl, you do gain the effect of the Dark Below's blessing.
Oh god.
No, it's nothing crazy. In the next hour, you can call upon the ocean's might to fortify yourself against harm. This power is a reaction that the hero can use when hit by a critical hit on an attack.
Wow.
This ability turns the critical success into an ordinary success. Pretty big deal.
Put something, I'll put that on him so I remember.
Very nice.
He's gonna be like, "Well, it's a bit salty."
Well, more for you.
Alright. And he takes some more and drink it.
Very nice. As you drink it again, there are no additional effects. You cannot gain further sickened conditions.
Maybe
You should only be sickened 1, I think.
Maybe you should bring it with you, Armitage.
The bowl.
Yeah, you can drink it when you're thirsty.
Can he pick the bowl up?
Yeah, you pick the bowl up. Feels nice and cool in your hands.
What? And then he'd start walking out with it.
Okay, you leave the shrine with the bowl.
Nice.
You look quite happy with your bowl.
Yeah, well, I thought everyone else might want some.
Oh, more for you. You go ahead.
He'd have another little drink. He's like, yeah.
You do notice that now you're outside the room and you have a little sip. The magical feeling of the water is no longer apparent.
You step back in the room.
Take a little sip.
Yeah.
Magical.
There's something about that room that gives it magic. Don't feel.
Maybe
That's good.
maybe you should leave it here, just in case it keeps its magic then.
You go up to a squid head. He's like, would you like some?
The stone squid stares back impassively at you.
He said yes. I speak squid.
He just pours a little bit on it and then puts it back.
Oh,
And he turns around and he's like, don't say I didn't do nothing for you, squid head. And then walks out.
I love him so much. Okay. You head back out. Up ahead, up a series of small inclined steps, you see what looks like a large stone room. As you approach closer, Penelope, from there, you can actually see, they haven't noticed you, the presence of 4 small, blue and green scaled, lizard-like creatures. You recognize these to be kobolds. They look to be in the middle of arguing over and pushing each other out the way, of trying to pry open what looks to be a cell. Inside the cell is a number of large wooden crates and barrels.
So, because my target of my Pursuer Elite before was the scale, I assume this still counts towards them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, yeah. Let's recall knowledge, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. A little check for you. Okay. Let's open up the old kobold sheet. He's 1. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. You know that kobolds are an intelligent race. These guys don't look particularly impressive as warriors. However, you can see from there that on the floor next to each of them, though the one at the back is still holding theirs, is a spear. They each seem armed with a spear and are wearing scrappy, crude leather armor. Yeah, that's all you know from that recall knowledge check.
I'm gonna clue in. Use my clue in ability on Armitage.
Uh,
Oh wait, it's a reaction. Sorry, if he. Never mind.
yeah. So if
Yeah.
they do
Yeah,
a
yeah,
check,
sorry. Yeah.
they get a bonus. That's all right. What are we doing?
Just like I could do my whistle.
Wait, no, not yet.
What's in the barrels? Does anyone know?
Fish.
Probably the fish. Yes.
Fish all the way down here?
Yeah.
Really?
They stole them, didn't they, from the pub up above?
But why are they in a cell? Wait,
Maybe that's
are
where
they just put? Is it locked, or are they just fighting over it in general?
It's in a locked cell. They seem to be scrabbling at the door.
Let's fuck them up. They're pretty ugly, aren't they?
Does anyone know if kobolds are capable of diplomacy?
EBS knowledge check.
Oh yeah, I love rolling this
And
dice.
can I clue in with that? Is
Yeah,
that-
yeah, absolutely. He gets a +1. Ooh. Rolled really well. Not that I should tell you that, but you do know that kobolds are intelligent creatures. There are some kobold communities that interact in a friendly manner with other settlements in Hespia. In Crucible, there's a small kobold enclave that are known to perform great feats of gymnastic elegance and excellence on the main stage in Crucible on the regular. There aren't too many in Hespia. They're somewhat rare, and they're most often seen, if seen, hiding out in small caves or inside mountains. You know that often dwarven holds have a touchy relationship with nearby kobold communities.
Would he share that?
I thought they're circus performers. So I guess so.
All right.
Yeah, he would.
Penelope's gonna walk up like super casual, like. Would her streetwise apply for this? Because I'll post in the chat for you.
Streetwise.
Oh, it's no information. Sorry, I thought it was just like persuade.
That's all right. We're all learning. I will say just before you walk into the room, Penelope.
Oh god, there's
the
a
bloody
spider.
No. So I didn't get rid of it yet. That spider is not there. Just before you walk into the room, you do see from their like garb, because you are pursuing this, investigating this lead. You hear them bickering amongst each other. There is language there. They do all seem to have the same like token. Some of them are wearing it as like a bracelet. Others have it stabbed through their aspects of their leather armor. They seem to have quite a large tooth. It's something that seems to unite the four of them.
Yeah, Penelope will like call out to them and be like, "Ah, we finally found you."
As you call out to them, the four of them immediately like spin on the spot, turning towards you and grabbing for their spears.
Yeah, she kind of holds up her hands and like, no, it's fine.
they look confused, scared, and then angry. And does anybody speak Draconic?
I do.
Oh, so would you have spoken in Draconic first of all?
Yeah, they're. She's not that stupid. She's got
Okay.
18 intelligence, so.
In a rasping voice, one of them would have shouted out as you said that, intruders! We should kill them, we should eat them, we should get them all. And the other ones are just agreeing, yes, yes, and you see them start to spread out in the room in like an attack formation.
No, wait, we come bearing gifts. Look, and she's going to chuck a silver piece.
Okay, you throw a silver piece. Make a diplomacy or a society check, whichever you prefer.
I'm going to do society because I got a big old modifier with that. Society. Oh, great.
The rolls continue. The silver piece lands on the ground. There's like a glint in some of their eyes. The one on this side like runs up and jumps on it. I'll say he goes prone doing so. Two of the others just don't look convinced and they move to attack you, Penelope, while this one looks like he wanted the silver piece. This one here looks like he wanted the silver piece as well and make an attack against his friend. But with that, we will roll initiative, I'm afraid.
Fuck, I tried.
You did try. It's in the beginner's box. This is not an easy situation to diffuse. Right, turn order.
It's quite advantageous he's on the floor.
Oh, definitely, you've gained an advantage, and this one looks like he wanted the silver piece. Change the music. And just roll one initiative for all. Initiative. Perception.
Holy fuck. You're rolling really well on my initiative.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, that seems about right. Cesri, you are first to act. You've seen this whole thing unfold. And they look very angry and about to attack.
Yeah, sees their weapons are out. It's probably just gonna do a produce flame. Is there still disadvantage against prone things for ranged?
Don't think so, no. Just normal attack. In fact, because they're prone, they're flat-footed, so they have -2 to their AC.
Okay. Let's get that one on the floor then. It's closest to Penelope.
Very nice. Oh! Critical hit! Hit that roll critical damage button. Natural 20.
Holy
14
fuck.
fire damage. So in one moment, there's a kobold like, silver! And in the next moment, there's just an inferno. And then afterwards, there's just a black scar on the ground and a small little charred silver piece glowing with heat. Utterly obliterated.
She just puts her hand on Armadillo. She's just like, let's see you do one as good. And gives him guidance.
Well, no spells.
I know.
Is there,
Penelope, your
Is
turn.
it still really dark in here?
You should have your light still on.
No,
you.
I know, I do. I'm just saying, would I need
Oh,
it?
yes. It seems
Okay.
like kobolds have dark vision.
Yeah, devise stratagem on the middle one.
Middle one.
Plus 7, so 18. Yeah, I'll use an action to... No, actually, no, let's start playing it smart, shall we?
Oh.
Let's do a... Can I do anything cool? That's try and demoralize. The one.
Oh, very
The
cool.
one on the right.
Yep. So you make an intimidation check against the kobold's DC.
Yeah, she's just gonna shout at him, just be like, "You look fucking ridiculous."
Their will DC is 13, so you make it. They are frightened 1. Very nice.
And
The
then
kobold's just like, oh! Especially after seeing his friend incinerated.
I'm gonna crossbow that one.
Oh god!
Oh, fuck.
You got too clever for your own good. And that misses, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Kobolds. One's gonna run up here. One's gonna run up here, so they're flanking you. Because you're flanked, you gain the flat-footed condition. So you have -2 to your AC from their attacks, not from everyone.
Mm-hmm.
The frightened one is going to take a much more cautious approach and is going to back right up over here. Right. Kobold to the left of you. It's going to make a...
Can you
Sorry,
mark?
Ek?
Can you mark the one that I devised a stratagem on?
Oh, yeah, that one went there. That was at the top. This was on the right. Yeah, so it's this one. Devised a stratagem. Let's do the targets again. There you go.
Thank you.
No worries. Kobold on the left. Spear attack. 20 to hit. Definitely hits for 3 piercing damage. The one on the right. Oh, and because you're flat-footed against them, they get their sneak attack effect.
Fuck.
An extra D4 of damage. Ooh, 4. An extra 4 damage to you. The one on the right. Spear. Oh, only a 6. Misses entirely. They will both then back off, scurrying backwards after their initial assault. The one across the room is going to throw the spear at you. Whoa! That's a -1 to this because of the frightened condition, but it still makes it and deals 7 piercing damage to you. Pretty brutal flurry from the kobolds. It then doesn't have its spear. It is going to try and intimidate you back after it hits you with its spear. Oh my god, it's charisma. So, this is a nice opportunity to talk about DCs. So what is your will saving throw modifier, Penelope?
I don't know.
It should be next to reflex and fortitude.
This is E7.
E7. So 7 is your modifier. So when we talk about DCs, it's just 10 plus whatever the modifier is. So your will
17.
DC is 17. The
Good-
kobold has a -1 to...
Good
to
luck,
its-
you piece of shit.
Yeah. In Draconic, it's like, take that, giant lady! But it clearly has no effect on you. And that is its turn, and those two's turns. So Armitage, you're up.
Armitage, walk down. So you go smash now. And gonna try and bring his battle axe on down on this guy.
Very nice. Oh my god, you guys! Hit that button, roll critical damage. Oh! That almost kills it 3 times over. That's fucking insane. Absolutely destroyed. I have to give the other 2 frightened conditions from that. That's utterly terrifying. One's been incinerated, the other one's been obliterated. These guys are having a real bad time after hurting Penelope. You have 1 more action remaining, Armitage.
This guy dead.
He's very dead.
Okay. Yeah, he'll move up to this one. He's like, you're next, little man.
I'm gonna give him the frightened 2 condition. Jesus Christ. Murgatroyd, can you finish us off and then we'll finish there for tonight? That's alright. Unmuting.
Bloody unmuting. Sorry, I keep talking to myself and I know you can hear me, and then I forget that nobody else can hear me.
Yeah, it's just me.
Oh, often, by the way, when you say nobody can hear you, I am doing that on purpose, but this time not so much. I'm going to cast telekinetic projectile.
Very nice. You can see that kobold. And you look like you're in range to me, 30 feet.
Yeah.
Perfect. An 11 does miss, I'm afraid.
No, it doesn't, Top. Oh, wait, no, I used my hero point. Can I do that? And then re-roll it?
Yeah. Oh, 18 hits.
Yeah, baby.
Damage, nice. What is it that Murgatroyd throws in the room? Or
She'd
uses her mind to throw?
With her mind, in a throwback to a recent dearly departed friend, it will be a pebble from on the floor.
Aww.
Yanni!
Slams into them. Eastfang remembers. Okay. And that you have one more action. It is still alive. You've taken it down to half. Oh, you just go running up to it.
Given I can't find most of my spells, I'm just gonna fucking do it. It's only the beginner's bot. It doesn't matter if I die.
Rest in peace, Murgatroyd Barrowford.
Rip. Oh.
It was the last action to move.
Oh yeah, of course it fucking was. No. Right, well I'm not doing that then.
Okay.
But that said, there is nothing I can do. Can she just like hide in the shadows?
You could absolutely take cover. You're right next to walls. Yeah. You do the take cover action.
How am I in the wall? Yeah, that's
We'll
what
put
I
a little shield on you. Essentially, you increase how much cover you currently have. So you've gone from no cover to lesser cover. So you get a +1 to your AC.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's me.
Very cool. Okay, guys. Right on the time. We'll end there for today. I should have known we'd go slower than expected because we're experienced players and we RP and everything. But I think another session, maybe 2. There is another level to this dungeon, but it's not as long as this one. And we'll be finished with the adventure.
Nice.
Any further impressions so far?
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
I like it a lot. It's very overwhelming, I would say. I think I want to echo what Kieran said last time, more so this time. I do think other people are going to struggle with this a lot. Like, more than I thought, even. And I think it's going to take some people way more time than others. And I think maybe...
To get used to it.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to be real patient with people. Like, I think, like, I know Stefan still struggles with some 5e stuff till this day. So I think he's gonna, definitely, like, take his time and stuff. Would be my impression.
Yeah, that's fair.
I really fucking enjoy it though. I think Investigator's real fucking cool class.
I think it's very well designed.
Really well designed. It feels very, very fun. Don't know how I feel about spellcasters. They're both going to feel kind of shit.
I'm gonna tell you that it feels really underwhelming currently.
They are very much not D&D spellcasters where you are a demigod walking around half the time.
Yeah, but just some of them are just so pointless. Like, guidance is pretty rubbish. You get a +1, and then you can't even use it again on anyone for like an hour.
Yeah,
real rubbish.
I will say though, because I thought that was really rubbish at first as well, and it's not great. Like, I'm not trying to downplay what you're saying, but but one thing that is important to remember that I sort of realised once we were playing the session that when I had the +1 on my thing because of I can't remember why I had it, but it took it. The fact that you go from a regular success to critical success or failure to regular success, I think it makes +1s like a lot more impactful than they would be in like regular 5e.
I would agree with you if half my stuff wasn't already 2 actions. Like, actions are pretty precious already. Like, casting guidance with an action is, it's just, they're precious.
Yeah. I
Too precious
100%
for shit
sympathise.
cantrips.
We spent a long time playing a game where spellcasters are widely acknowledged to be way more powerful than martial classes.
Yeah, but even so, like, it doesn't excuse the really underpoweredness of in this game, though.
Well, I think there's. I understand. I think there is definitely a. I mean, time will tell. I don't know for sure. The stuff I've watched, you can definitely have strong spellcasters. The emphasis is much less on damage and much more on utility. So having someone who can detect magic, or having someone who can provide something that you wouldn't otherwise have, is really good. I know, like bards, for example, have their inspire courage thing, which gives like everyone +1 on everything, whilst they're sustaining it and things like that.
Are bards still
But
considered the worst class in the game? I just know that's like a
in
wide...
Pathfinder,
I just know that purely because Liam O'Brien told Sam Riegel to play a gnome bard, which was apparently considered the worst class in Pathfinder, and class race combo. And that's why Scallon was a gnome bard, because he wanted to play the worst thing.
That's awesome.
I don't know.
Not that, to my knowledge, I know oracles are considered actually like decently
To be
underpowered.
fair, this maybe have been Pathfinder first edition.
Oh yeah, that might make more sense. But yeah, no, I get it. I think. I mean, it's also worth remembering we're level 1, so there's
Yeah, I'm still giving it a benefit of the doubt because level 2 might be better for Druid, particularly.
Get your wild shape.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah. No, I completely get it. When you put it all side by side, it's just like, oh my god, my cantrips do nothing. Everything does nothing.
Echoing it more from what I said to you as well. I feel roleplay stuff is going to be like dedicated roleplay time is going to be way more important, because the dungeon has already felt like, I don't know, it feels more like very like gamified, and that's not a bad thing at all. I actually kind of like it. Like, it feels less kind of aimless, like I said to you, than sometimes 5e is just like and not a criticism at all, because it's not even really your fault. But like the second to last session of Cold Mountain, when we're just like, move your token around the map, all the
rooms.
I just like that. Like I've literally, like, in 5e now, I've decided I'm gonna run, like, in the next Tal'Dorei campaign, every dungeon I'm gonna run Theatre of the Mind. I've decided. Like, if it's combat, I'll move you over to the thing for combat, and I'm still going to make the maps, so I've got something to refer to, but I'm just like...
Yeah.
Like, it's a huge problem with, like, 5e, is that, like, just a lot of the dungeon stuff is just like, and you go forward, and you roll the same check over and over and over and over and over again, and it's just... a bit mindless. Well, this feels, like, super engaging comparatively.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that there's different things to do.
Yes, like scouting. It's just like such a little thing, and it's like, oh, that feels like I'm doing something.
Oh, speaking of which, Armitage should have had +1 to his initiative.
Oh,
Should
yeah.
have been in front of the Kobold Warriors.
No, they should be fucking scared. But yeah, I definitely think, like, dedicated roleplay time, it will be really important for... it would be important for me, at least, and I imagine other people as well.
Yeah, no, I definitely think so. Both campaigns definitely have strong opportunities for roleplay and how I imagine them.
But, like, I'm very much judging it on this, though, which is basically been a dungeon, so, you know...
Oh, 100%. The beginner's box, this is designed to run everyone through the mechanics of everything. So
I'm purely judging it on that.
Really fair.
I don't really have any other thoughts. I quite like the, like, medicine check stuff's pretty cool.
I much prefer the healing stuff. The the dying and wounded stuff. It feels more like I imagine danger and combat to feel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's different
when-
combat in this. I'm like, oh, geez.
Yeah, exactly. Like Murgatroyd goes down, you're like, oh fuck. You actually got to think about it instead of just like, oh, just healing word on my turn is fine.
But also, I've really liked the fucking. I'm just looking through the like combat actions, and I was like, if I didn't have such shit athletics,
Mm-hmm.
then like disarm. That's
Yeah.
ridiculously powerful.
Yeah.
The fact that you can, if you get a critical success, you literally knock the fucking weapon out of their hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's super good.
Yeah, really cool.
And
All the
that's-
grabbing and shoving and stuff is really good as well.
And like, I know you can technically do that in 5e, but because it's such a like, again, it's so open, and that some people just don't really think to do that. And
Yeah.
like you would, and because it's like it's so open, but also it's a battle master thing. So it's like, should the DM allow it? And then it's like, if me and Kieran ran like the same encounter back to back, like Kieran might be like, yeah, that's fine, of course you can do that, but then I'd be like, oh, that's not really rules as written, and like two different DMs are gonna like totally interpret it like completely oppositely. I like that there's just like, this is kind of the standard rules as written and it works, and that's what you have to do, rather than just like it's all down to interpretation. And then, like, for example, I know that there's plenty of times where myself or Kieran or yourself, Tom, have been like, yeah, this is a rule that makes sense, and then the next, like maybe in 15 sessions time or something, you've forgotten how you fucking ruled that. You don't.
Oh yeah.
And then you
definitely.
rule it a different way, but then someone else might be like, well, you ruled it this way before, and you're like, did I? I don't fucking remember. And then it creates all this kind of like shitty feeling on the player's part, because like you're acting off knowledge of what the DM ruled before, but it was so long ago that they don't even fucking remember.
Yeah. The difference between how empowered I feel as a DM in this, where it's just like everything's written out. It's nothing to
Yeah.
do with me like being nice or being mean. It's just all there, so I just get to enjoy it and play the enemies and watch you guys beat the shit out of them.
I think you're gonna fucking love running this, Kieran, because like watching you run 5e and try and fix it with all your awesome homebrew shit, but also like, it's like, Jesus Christ, why does Kieran have to design all this fucking shit to fix this system?
Yeah.
I wish there was this in 5e. I wish there's a better if you go down thing, because I feel like some of those injuries are like way too.
Oh, like me and Hannah have been
yeah.
discussing that. Like, we both not a fan of the injury. Like, I like the injury checks in theory, but some
Yeah.
of them are just like, this is anti-fun. Like, it's just.
Well, say if you get one that's like, yeah, you're injured for 30 days, and then you're like, well,
yeah,
they either have. If you're like, say if you're doing top one that we just finished,
yeah.
that means if you get injured halfway through, that's it. To the
Yeah,
end,
done.
you've got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's such a huge disparity between them as well. It's like you're either injured for 30 days or you got a minor scar on your face that's healed with magical healing. It's like, great.
Yeah.
I don't even get to roleplay a cool scar.
Yeah. And there is no lingering injuries and base rules in Pathfinder.
Yeah, I might take it out of
I think you'd
Well.
I think you'd have to rewrite them completely.
Yeah, I can't bother to do that.
No.
Yeah. It's simulated here by the wounded condition. So when Murgatroyd got back up after being dying 3, she would have had wounded. No, I get that wrong every time. When you get back up from dying the first time, you have wounded 1, which is representing you being like badly injured. Which
Yeah.
means if you go down again, you'd go straight to dying 2, because
Yeah.
your dying value is your wounded value plus 1 from being knocked down.
That just
Yeah, it would
makes so
work,
much
yeah.
sense.
And and it makes so much sense to be like, don't get them back up if they're just going to get knocked down again, because that's worse for them.
Yeah.
We can get to them once we've dealt with the threat, kind of thing. Instead of the 5e thing that I hate so much, which is just, and they're back up, and they're down, and they're back up, and they're down. And as
Yeah.
long as there's one person getting everyone back up each time, I've literally done nothing as the enemies to to do anything.
Yeah, completely agree.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see how we go. And yeah, I'm really hoping, Hannah, that Wild Shape feels good. I mean, it should. When I look at the stat blocks for like Ape and what have you, just gonna fucking beat the shit out of people.
Yeah, it's not even that I really want to be like the super powerful damage dealer. It's like because I do like utility and I prefer being the utility personally.
Yeah.
But it's just not they're not great options either. The only one is heal so far.
Heal's very cool. Yeah. I know Cleric feels really good because you get a load of free healing uses of heal at first level. But yeah, I would be really interested to see how Druid is as it levels up. I think probably, but I'd have to look into it. I think probably most spellcasters do feel quite weak early. Like, especially weak early. Except I know Psychic, because Psychic is all about their cantrips. So they probably feel quite good, but yeah.
I mean, I did watch a video. Apparently, Druid is one of the better ones, so we'll
cool.
see.
Yeah. I know the primal spell list looks really good when I've looked through it. But again, because all these conditions like have a real effect. So when you cast like some cool druid spell to make like vines come up and tangle people up or whatever, there's like lingering effects and extra things. Like Natalie intimidating the kobold, that's genuinely a really good thing to do in combat. Because Frightened is -1 to everything. Their AC goes down by 1, their attack roll goes down by 1.
Yeah, but isn't it just it costs an action and it targets one person? It kind of feels like because everything for caster is 2 actions. Very valuable action being used on something to intimidate one creature temporarily.
Yeah. No, the action economy for casters does feel really, really tight. It felt crazy when Anya in the first session, you've got like some 1-action cantrips, like Nudge Fate and stuff, and it's just like, whoa, 1-action cantrip! But obviously that's not, you don't have damage there. But I don't know.
But that's what I mean with like guidance, because guidance is 1 action, and that's cool, but it's useless. You know what I mean?
Well, +1, like Natalie said, you'd be surprised how often that comes into things. It's a system based around flat modifiers rather than
I do actually,
advantage and so on.
I think +1 it seems like because we're so used to 5e. I do think
we're so used to advantage and what have you.
I mean, even if I take that, even if I say, oh yeah, +1 is good, I still can't use it for 1 hour on one person.
Yeah, that's fair. Don't disagree with you at all, to be honest. But
no,
I'm just playing devil's advocate, really.
No, I know. I mean, I am enjoying it. I know it sounds like I'm all negative, but I am enjoying it. I just mostly enjoying all the new aspects as opposed to 2 action. What else can I do? Nothing. Oh shit.
Yeah. I
you know what I mean?
That. Yeah. 100%.
I do recommend everyone use Wanderer's Guide. I think I've tried Path Builder and it seemed pretty shit compared to it.
It's very stripped down. It's just obvious that it's designed for mobile.
Yeah, like Wanderer's Guide, just that list of like all the actions you can do is really useful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got the Wanderer's Guide as well.
Look, I can burrow.
Yeah.
I really want to play a character with a burrow speed now.
I don't know if one of the rat folk heritages might have a burrow speed. Wouldn't surprise me.
I really want to play Tugly, but he's just a rat folk. And that's it. That's the only difference.
Ratley. Is it just Ape? God, I need to look up Wild Shape again. Wild Shape, PF2E. But yeah, thank you all. Next Monday, not on. We got Folkity Club. And I know we're keying in towards Christmas times now. So it might be that I suggest doing Tuesday, or we could wait till the following week. It's all very flexible. I literally don't have to plan anything for this. It's playing straight out of the box. But we can kind of do as we please, really.
When do you go off of school? When does that happen?
I am done at the end of next week, so the 16th is my final day.
Whoa, that's good.
Yeah.
So
Oh wait,
so
not
fucking
actually
jealous.
I saw they put Train Strike on Christmas Eve. That's going to be fucking fun.
I got to do 12-hour shift on Christmas Day.
Oh my god. Hope they're paying you more for that.
I get double pay, thankfully.
Ooh, double.
Okay, I mean that's slightly better. It should be quadruple.
Yeah. If I was gonna suggest, if you and Anya want to do the first session of my new campaign on the Saturday the 10th, then I can run it then, but there's no pressure.
Yeah, Anya's working, but would you want to do it afterwards?
Yeah, I don't finish till like 4 anyway, so.
Yeah, in the evening. That sounds cool to me.
I've got,
Pencil that in.
I got that one prepped, and I want to run the one for Kieran as well. But I've got.
I think I can do the Sunday, but I think it's more of how long is it going to take me to get back to Lancaster because I'm seeing my sister next week.
Well, I can do the following Sunday, the 18th, if you want, Kieran.
What day is that? That might work.
Or just
I'll be in Seaford, but it might work.
Yeah, or like one of maybe a day that week or something.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah, because I need a little bit more time to plan that one because the Tom and Anya one is basically ready.
Oh yeah.
Just need to upload some random battle map shit just in case it counts.
I want to see Stefan play a.
What?
I don't know. A wizard.
See, I said that as well. I want to play a wizard.
It'd be so funny if he chose. Oh, sorry, you're talking about Natalie's campaign. Yeah, a rogue again. Yeah.
Human
I was
rogue.
wondering what Stefan's going to play in Pathfinder.
Human rogue.
Rogues in Pathfinder are like god mode skill monkeys. They're just like, yep, I can do that. Yep, I can do that. Yep,
He's going to play Black.
Red Dead.
Friends call me B.
Yeah, we'll just play Neville again. It'd be great.
Oh, my favourite character ever.
Archivia Neville.
What was that?
Oh my god. Hannah Wildshape is insane. This isn't
Why?
the ape stat block I was looking at before. So you get your AC is 16 plus your level, so 18 AC as an ape. You get an extra 5 temporary hit points. I think. Oh, okay. So it is 5 temporary hit points. On top of your normal hit points. It's not like D&D where you get all the hit points of the creature. You get a +9 athletics modifier. You get the melee attack Fist, which deals 2d6 flat, 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
That's pretty good.
If you turn into a bear, your jaws does 2d8. What the fuck? These all do so much damage. Deer has a 50-foot speed and 2d6 piercing damage antlers.
Well, this is where the utility. I don't care about damage. I want utility. Can they run faster? Can they swim? Can they climb?
You can turn into a shark and swim. You can turn into a snake and have a 20-foot climb speed, or an ape with a 20-foot climb speed.
That's
Deer
right.
has 50-foot speed. These are really cool.
Natalie, what was that AI program you were using?
Oh,
Oh
fuck.
god.
Keep
Don't tell Kieran! Don't tell Kieran!
Was it Stable Diffusion?
Yeah, it was. Kieran, just stay on the chat until I'm just going to send you these on
Nah!
on Facebook. Because
Some things are not meant to be known by Kieran.
this was my my Sunday the other day. Let me send you all of these.
Oh, God.
I might as well post them in the actual chat. Hold on. Bridge banners.
Uh-oh. Oh, right. I thought it was...
This is me
Oh my
using
God.
stupid diffusion.
I did go on it earlier and put Stephen Hawking as Superman, and I got a lot of weird pictures. Oh my God, these are crazy. That group one. What the fuck?
It's so creepy.
I mean, it means you could run a whole Nick Cage one shot.
Yeah.
Please. God help us all.
It's just the Thanos one I love the most. It's so
Yeah. The Hulk one's pretty fucking good as well.
Yeah, it
I can
is.
actually imagine that. How good is it for actually generating, you know,
Like,
D&D characters?
not good.
Um,
I tried. Like, the best results you saw were the ones I posted for the Strahd one. And that was like stretching it, I think.
yeah, because I think at some point I was trying to be like, how do I make a picture of Hepatra, but as a Dampy? But I guess it's not going to work.
Just give it to me and I'll edit it for you.
Okay. What did I do? I did add all those items and made her a Dampier, and yeah. That whip is in Greta's inventory now.
Oh my god, Dampier is real fucking good as Monk, because she can fucking do the bite attack into melee attacks. I didn't even think of that. Because that counts as a melee. Yeah, she can do like multiple bite attacks, probably.
And get
Flurry of
health back.
bites.
Flurry of bites, yeah.
Pretty cool. What's a weird search? Oh, Michael Serra.
Kieran, can you tell them about your idea for the mini campaign?
Oh yeah. So after Vale's pretty much over, I'm gonna do a very short campaign, maybe 3 or 4 sessions, where Natalie's gonna play as Babette, and the rest of you are going to be minions of Babette, and it's like, I don't know if you how many of you played GTA 5, but you get to choose potential heist and then do the heist. And it's going to end with the siege on his base from the pirates.
Incredible.
It might be a bit of a, I make one, and then we do it, and then we do another one at some other point.
Yep.
As, you know, and then just slowly do it. God, that's horrific.
Such a good idea.
This is what I got when I put Michael Cera as a clown.
Oh god. You should do Michael Cera as a wizard. You get Marlin.
Oh, I hate it so
I
much.
really hate that. Oh, that's horrible. Do Michael Cera as a wizard.
Do it.
I assume it just gets loads of images and then tries to put them together in a way that's...
I think so, yeah.
Oh my god. That's so fucked up. Why does he look like that? Oh my god, that is That's... I'll post it.
Oh, that's, that's horrific. What the fuck?
Marlin, why? I cast grease.
Oh my god. I put
That's
in
why you don't give Kieran the keys to the car.
I put in Sorcerer instead, and this came up. It's actually quite good for Marlon. If I took that and then put it in like that other thing I used for Rohan.
His left hand is so fucked. Everything's so fucked. In AI. You gotta find out. You gotta do a Rohan one, Kieran.
Oh no, hang on.
Get the guy's name.
God, what's his name?
I had to stop myself typing Rohan actor for a second there.
I'm so it takes a lot, but somehow the clown is the least bad of all of those pictures.
Oh,
The
100%.
second one is by far the worst.
Yeah, that second one is
Terrifying.
Genuinely scary.
Oh, I have so many good tools to make tokens now. Eduardo, what's his name? Franco. Eduardo Franco.
Anya said, "What's this thing called?" She's going on
Stable diffusion.
it. Stable diffusion.
Would call it stable.
Yeah.
Unstable diffusion.
Oh, I've got some very odd ones. Wizard. That just came out some very odd stuff.
You can keep pressing generate and it will generate new stuff as well.
Doesn't seem to know who Eduardo Franco is.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't. You're probably better off putting whatever his name is in character in Stranger Things.
Argyle.
Yeah, Argyle, Stranger Things will probably come up.
Argyle. Stranger Things. Well, how do you sort of get a good chain? Is it just error?
Just keep generating over and over again.
Is that mermaid monk, Anya?
Oh my god.
Merfolk monk.
Mm.
Just merfolk.
Oh, that's creepy as hell.
Oh, that's terrifying.
This. I got this. It's nowhere near. Looks like someone's really bad drawing.
Stranger Things. I love it.
I'm trying to find one for her Patra now.
I mean, if
Oh my
it's
God,
this
Kieran,
good-
please make a token of the one on the left in that picture. Incredible. It's like how Armitage Funnel Cake sees himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad enough that I genuinely can't really tell which character that's meant to be. Like, I can guess, but I'm not 100%. He looks like a werewolf. I keep thinking of that Michael Cera picture and just nervous laughing to myself. It's so scary. And it's bad because I really need a... No. Okay.
This is what the free one online is like. I can't imagine what an actual good one is like.
Mermook.
That's what I was laughing at. I'm amused.
American Morku.
I searched mermaid vampire martial artist and I got
You got Mermook.
got this.
You know.
There you go, there's Hippatra's new.
Oh my god, don't, guys! I really need a wee. This isn't funny. I'm enjoying the examples at the bottom of this. Just say the spirit of a Tamagotchi wandering in the city of Paris. A Cayo de Viejo food cart in front of a Japanese castle.
So stupid.
Alright, I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna
Just
stay on this.
cheesecake slice.
Yeah, I got
He's gonna go and spend 4 hours on Stable Diffusion.
I got one picture.
I put Cat Sorcerer in. Gotta recreate Ember. It's kind of cute.
Cat stuff always comes up quite well.
Oh, that is quite cute.
No.
Right, thanks everyone. Thanks, Tom.
What have you done?
No, I need to wait too much.
Right, good night everyone, you crazy peeps.
See you later.
Thanks all. Bye bye.
Bye.